his way back to the 10, to the 5.
It's time for high school sports, right here on your home for local sports, the NCWLIFE Channel. Today's broadcast is brought to you by August Edge Real Estate, Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa, Confluence Health, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Doghouse Motorsports, Global Car Care, the Highlander Golf Course and Grill, JDSA Law, Laura Mounter Real Estate, Les Schwab Tires, One Way Construction, Pat Armstrong Ford Lincoln, Save Mart, Sangster Motors, Wenatchee Power Sports, Earthwise Pet, and Chelan Douglas Casa. And now let's get ready for high school sports. It starts now on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE Channel.
Good evening and welcome to Lee Bofto Field at the Apple Bowl. Along with Grant Olson, I'm Eric Granstrom, and joined by Steve Oak, the radio voice of the Wenatchee, or of the Eastmont Wildcats, I should say.
Don't get that wrong.
How could I get that wrong, for goodness sakes? It is the Wenatchee Panthers playing host to the Eastmont Wildcats. It's the 53rd historic meeting between these two schools, and of course up for grabs tonight is the Bridge of Sportsmanship trophy that has lived in the trophy case and getting quite comfortable at Eastmont. I know the Wenatchee Panthers would like to change that here tonight, but I'll tell you, Grant, it's going to be a tough go for Wenatchee without the services of J.J. Jelsing.
Because he's a great athlete, Eric, but not only that, he was Mr. Everything in that first matchup against Eastmont. As Steve knows, he accounted for, 260 yards himself in that game, 190 yards rushing. So missing him is going to be a big hit for Wenatchee, but we'll see what they have to back it up.
Well, Eastmont comes in with a record of 3-1, coming off a win last Friday, a game you saw here on the NCWLIFE Channel over Ephrata. Meanwhile, Wenatchee's fortunes not so great, of course, with Jelsing going down. 1-3 coming into this one. But Steve Oak, what do you always say about these two teams when they get together?
Throw out the records. It doesn't matter what we're playing. It'll be a hard-fought, close game. I've seen enough of them in my time that even though one team might not have the quarterback they had, other players will step up. It'll be a good one.
You know, Steve, you've had a chance to watch Eastmont all season long. How about this freshman Luke Gale coming in and playing quarterback? I don't remember a time, it's been a long time, maybe Wenatchee with Josh Coopretter back in the day, of a freshman playing varsity quarterback.
Very much so. Of course, great reps for him in this what I call modified season. But it's interesting. There have been a couple other freshmen who have stepped up quite a bit. The debut last week of Gunnar Peterson, who will start tonight. He had a heck of a game. And also Peyton Guest, another freshman. So Coach Don's got to be real excited about the future. But for Gale, the learning curve will continue here tonight.
Go ahead, Grant. We've talked about that as far as these freshmen. How weird it is. They don't even go to the same school, yet they're playing on the football team.
It's amazing. And Steve, we were talking a little bit before we came on air. It's really, though, defense that fuels this team, isn't it?
Very much so, a veteran group on defense as the offense continues to move along. But a good example would be last week's ball game against Ephrata. Grant, Eastmont was only up 7-0. Big interception return for a touchdown by Max Brazier helped them quite a bit, and they had another one in the second half also. So the defense accounted for 14 of those 30 points.
So what do you think this is going to come down to, Steve? I mean, over the last, 5-6 meetings, I mean, you could cover the whole spread with a blanket, for goodness sakes.
I'm going to probably go with the same things I usually say. First of all, who takes better care of the ball? In that first meeting in the second quarter, Eastmont was able to force 2 turnovers off drives that probably would have produced points. The other thing I would say is who makes the most big plays. In the course of a game, there's always several, whether it's offense, defense, or even special teams. So those are the first 2 things that I would point to.
Now, coming up here on the pregame show, we're going to visit with both coaches, Michael Don for Eastmont, as well as Scott Devereaux, the head coach for Wenatchee, trying to deal with not having your starting guy, your all-star guy. In fact, we're probably going to see 2 quarterbacks platoon here in this game tonight, Grant.
And we have some running backs we haven't seen before, too, for Wenatchee. Hunter McCabe, a senior in the lineup tonight. We'll probably see him. I think we'll see a Mezqua touch the ball a little bit more tonight, too. He's got the speed on offense, and they're going to need something to get going against this Eastmont defense.
And a new wrinkle, Sim Cass, who's been a 2-way lineman, is listed as a tight end in tonight's game. That's another thing, Steve, is that both coaches know each other real well. The teams know each other real well. This is the time, if you've got little wrinkles in your playbook, let's bring them out.
Sure, why not? It's the last game of the season for both teams, and of course, both teams are going to want to get the better of each other, so I wouldn't be surprised if both coaches will dip into the bag of tricks, perhaps. We'll see what happens.
Only about 350 fans here at Liebofto Field for this one. We're glad that you were able to join us here on TV. Grant and I will come back and talk more about this matchup as we get ready for the Bridge of Sportsmanship here on the NCWLIFE Channel. You ready for some football? We are here next on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Doghouse Motorsports just won Best Motorsports Store for the 7th year in a row. Is it the great facility? Is it the fantastic products? Or is it?
I'm Bobby.
And I'm Tamer.
I'm Mike.
And I'm Glenn.
Hi, I'm Todd.
I'm Jeff.
And this is the Doghouse Service Team.
Hi, I'm Dee.
And I'm Dwayne.
And I'm Kathy.
Come on in and experience the Doghouse.
Are you in the Doghouse?
By working together as a community, we can all play a part in promoting children's well-being and strengthening families. April is National Child Abuse Prevention Month. Chelan Douglas CASA is dedicated to supporting families and reducing the risk of child abuse and neglect. Join us in our community-wide Pinwheel project and help keep kids safe. If you suspect a child is being abused or neglected, please call 1-866-363-4276.
Welcome back to our pregame of the Bridge of Sportsmanship along with Grant Olson. I'm Eric Granstrom on the NCWLIFE Channel. This is the trophy, and in a season that's truncated, that's only 5 weeks long, and you played each other going to be twice, you have nothing to play for but this. That's big.
And that's really the only thing they've had to play for all season. The first matchup was just kind of an extra game. This is the one that means something. Wenatchee's on their home field. So this is, I love the atmosphere, Eric. Yeah. You mentioned only 350 people, but the band's here, the cheerleaders are here. Still feels like a football game.
It does, although it's April 2nd.
And it's 60 degrees right now.
It's a little odd. We're wearing short sleeves, for goodness sakes. Well, Grant, we talked about penalties. That's the one thing that Eastmont, if there's a problem with their game so far, and we go back in past matchups for this particular trophy, penalties have made a difference.
They have. Steve mentioned turnovers, whoever takes care of the ball, but penalties have played a big part in Eastmont's football season so far this year. The first game against Wenatchee, over 100 yards in penalties. The game we had on NCWLIFE last week, once again, a lot of penalties, over 100 yards. So you mentioned it. That may be what keeps Wenatchee in this football game.
It could be. We're going to talk to the coaches when we come back. Also, the fun part, the players are going to introduce themselves for the starting lineups. It's all coming up next as the pregame show continues for the Bridge of Sportsmanship 53rd meeting between Eastmont and Wenatchee. It's next on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Make being home fun again. Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa has just what you need to bring fun back into your backyard. We have a wide selection of artesian spas and swim spas, new and used, to choose from. We are happy to announce we are now selling Rainbow Kids play structures with 50 models to choose from. To help finish off your entertainment area, we have patio furniture and Komodo Joe grills. At Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa, we have just what you need to bring family fun and entertainment to your backyard. Stop by today.
Take on the new year in a new Ford from Pat Armstrong Ford. From premium grade muscle to unparalleled performance, take on any payload. The all-new 2021 Ford F-150 at Pat Armstrong Ford. Take on any adventure. Take on every thrill. The all-new 2021 Bronco Sport and 2021 Mustang Mach-E. Built to take on every resolution at Pat Armstrong Ford. We are community strong in East Wenatchee.
Pre-game show continues here on the NCWLIFE Channel as we get ready for the Bridge of Sportsmanship and the guys that have been holding this trophy for a while. Eastmont Wildcats, Michael Don, head coach, joining us now. Coach, final week of the season, short season, 5 weeks. I mean, have you guys had a little fun aside from getting ready for Wenatchee?
Yeah, I mean, just trying to get kids out here and make it as fun as possible. And it's amazing how fast it's gone. Like, we were just talking about it, and a lot of the kids are like, we can't believe it's over. It feels like we just started. especially when you add in not having a summer, no camps, no nothing, and it just it came quick and it's gone quick, and we're just trying to make the most of our last opportunity.
How does this week compare to week 2 of the season when you play Wenatchee, or past seasons when you play Wenatchee? It seems like, there's a lot more on the line in seasons past.
Yeah, I mean, obviously in seasons past, it's been for league titles and it's been for playoff spots, and the game always seems to have been, for something at the end of the year. Obviously this time there's no culminating event. There's nothing that we're all trying to get to. It's just playing another football game against Wenatchee, but it's always a fun game to have, and it's not hard to get kids excited to play in this game. It's a rivalry for a reason. It's because all these kids know each other and know each other well.
I know that last week there was some frustrations there with some things offensively and such. Have you righted that ship? Do you feel the boys are more tuned in this week?
Yeah, we're good. We've just been playing musical players like crazy, and sometimes as coaches we got to do a better job of sitting back and figuring out why we're making mistakes. And a lot of it is we're moving guys around. They're doing a lot of new things, and you forget, even though Ivan Corona's played a lot of football for us this year, it was his first week playing wing, and so he was just trying to get his mind right and learn some things, and he did a much better job this week, and we feel like we're ready to roll.
It feels like, I don't know, from my perspective anyway, it feels like that this whole rivalry has flip-flopped. I mean, years ago, before you came along, it was pretty much foregone conclusion Wenatchee's going to win this game. It seems like that is riding on your guys' side now. Am I wrong?
I don't know if anything's a conclusion in this game. I've never gone in thinking this game's over. Every year it just kind of comes down. I mean, there's been years where, I felt like, we didn't play well, but we found a way to win. And there's been years where, maybe they didn't play as well and we found a way to win. And it's just kind of come down to the wire every time, no matter what. And we anticipate that again, like always. That just, for some odd reason, it comes out that way ever since I've been here. Fortunately, we found a way to win close games a lot the last 6 years. And, hopefully we can continue that trend.
I know you had a vote last night prior to practice talking about seniors and trying to move that ball ahead. And how nice would it be to just get back to normal, right?
Yeah, it would be great. Get back to normal and get some normalcy going. We did our captain's votes, and we got guys running, getting ready for next year and getting ready for the off season. And our young guys are excited to get back to work as soon as this game's over. We got 5 months to prepare. I'm just glad that we have this one last game, and it's an easy game to get excited for. Spring break starting next week. It's kind of weird. I've never dealt with senioritis in football, but you got a little bit of the senioritis where you're like, holy cow, it's spring break. Senior kids are seeing graduation. Typically in football season, graduation's way off in their distant mind, and they're not too worried about it yet. But, now it's kind of, it's coming quick. We've got less than, I think, 9-10 weeks left of school. So it's coming down the pipeline. It's coming quickly. And these guys are, they're excited for one last game against somebody that playing means a lot to everybody in both communities.
Best of luck tonight. Keep everybody healthy.
Thank you very much.
You bet. Michael Don joining us here on the pregame show. We'll come back and talk with Scott Devereaux, head coach at Wenatchee, and their perspective on this one coming up next on the NCWLIFE Channel.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you're calling on 35-plus years of experience in the Wenatchee Valley. Spending extra time in your home, you may have discovered an unwanted aroma. Stinky feet, pets, who knows what. Call Dick's today about installing their Train Clean Effects electronic air cleaner or a Rheem Halo ultraviolet air purifier. Either way, the air quality in your home will be improved. Proudly servicing all of North Central Washington, call 884-6444 today.
Save Mart is the place to go if you are in the market for home furnishings. They have rows and rows of sofas, love seats, recliners, and chairs in a vast array of fabrics and colors. Name brands include Ashley, Best, and Stanton. With pictures, lamps, and tables to complement your new furniture, Save Mart is a one-stop shop. Save Mart offers 12-month special financing on approval of credit. Save Mart also offers free delivery, setup, and haul away in their service area. Serving the Wenatchee Valley for over 50 years. Located on North Wenatchee Avenue or visit online at savemart.net.
Pre-game show continues prior to the Bridge of Sportsmanship. Now talking with the head coach for the Wenatchee Panthers, Scott Devereaux. Well, Scott, in a shortened season, what are your goals each week? Is it just trying to get a little better here and there?
Pretty much. Yeah, we always have goals, especially after we watch film. You know, we set goals for each unit and the game, and we've had the same goal over and over this year. You know, trying to fix us and get better each week, and you know, we're taking some baby steps. But we're not where we want to be, but, you know, this is the last one, so here we go.
I don't see JJ out here, so what happened and where is he?
He had a leg injury in the Royal City game in that second quarter, and his season ended that night.
Oh, that's too bad. So tell me about guys stepping up for you and filling those shoes.
Well, it's hard to fill those shoes. You know, he stepped up in a big way, and we changed everything we've done on offense, you know, to put the ball in his hands, and then he goes down, and you know the reason we put him at quarterback is we had some young guys that didn't think were quite ready, and now those young guys have got to play. So that's where we are.
Well, one thing about that, though, is that as you look into the future, work towards the future, I mean, they're getting a lot of snap time, a lot of play time, so they're learning on the fly.
Absolutely. You know, they're great kids. They're passionate. They're smart. They work extremely hard. You know, tonight we're going to play both quarterbacks, a junior and a sophomore, and game time experience is precious.
This rivalry, is it such with this weird year we're having? I mean, I know that the trophy's been laying over there for a while, and I'm sure you'd love to get that back.
Yeah, you know, definitely our seniors want to play well tonight. Yeah, shortened season, long season, doesn't really matter. You know, we always talk to our kids about it's a faceless team coming in here, but, you know, when it's Eastmont, it's Eastmont. Everybody knows that.
Well, line play obviously is huge anytime you guys meet, but I think it's especially important for you tonight. I think I see that as a pretty even matchup considering some of the veteran leadership you have.
Yeah, offensively and, I mean, defensively, we played pretty well this year. You know, they had one drive on us that first game that we played in. Our problem has been generating points and moving the ball consistently down the field. We've got some new guys playing on the offensive line tonight, and, you know, see how they step up and play.
Is this one of those games where you kind of roll the dice a little bit and throw in some gimmicky stuff that, you know, so it's fun, but it's also, who knows, maybe we'll score in a long one here.
Well, that would be nice. That would be nice. Yeah, we don't have a lot of gimmicks right now. You know, we have a hard time throwing the ball down the field on just short routes. So everybody has their trick plays that they put in, you know, that first week, and you run them off and on. You run them on Thursdays, you know, to have some fun, and about 50% of the time they work. So we have some things, and we'll use them if we need them.
What's your message to your seniors this week?
Man, just embrace it and enjoy it. You know, yesterday it was a really good practice. And I told them this is the last true football practice for you guys. Mm-hmm. You know, we got after it really good. Savor the moment. Remember it. It went by way too fast this year. And I'm going to miss those guys. You know, there's not that many of them. We lost some seniors that moved away this year, and you know, we have 11 total, and that's counting 3 guys that never played football before. And that's a pretty low number, but they're good kids.
We talked as the season began about that lapse and about COVID shutdown and about just enjoying every second you have just to get out here and play. Have you been able to accomplish that for you and for your team this year?
I try to. I've been trying to keep it in perspective this year. It's been hard for me personally. I've had some of my own health issues that haven't helped, you know, but perspective-wise, you know, I got a great job. I get to work with great people. I get to coach a game that, you know, I love, and being out here. So I'm enjoying it. Obviously, winning helps that. But we try to win each day and try and get that point across to the kids.
Well, no matter what happens when these two teams meet, you throw the records out the window, and you never know.
You never know. Absolutely not.
Best of luck tonight. Stay healthy, you and the team as well.
Yeah, thank you.
You bet. Scott Devereaux joining us here on the pregame show. We'll come back and get the starting lineups. The kids will introduce themselves on the way next on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Sure glad we went to Les Schwab.
I'm glad the baby's still happy.
Well, I'm just glad that along with tires, Les Schwab also does brakes, alignment, and a bunch of other safety services. I mean, if we had gone to a cheap tire store instead, I'd be a doggone wreck.
My thoughts exactly.
During the Les Schwab Spring Tire Sale, save up to $200 when you bundle select tires, wheels, and brakes. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Hi, I'm Shauna Larson. I'm the designated broker here at Laura Mounter Real Estate. We are a locally owned firm, and we've worked hard to earn our reputation of always doing business the right way. Laura Mounter Real Estate is continually investing in the best technologies and highest quality marketing. For these reasons, our community has voted us the world's best real estate office for the past 5 years. If you have real estate needs, let a Laura Mounter real estate agent show you the difference.
Andrew Swan, number 61, sophomore, left tackle from the John Newberry Elementary.
My name is Tony Ortega, number 75, offensive guard, the Grant Elementary.
Jonathan Corona, number 77. I'm a center, senior. Shout out Lee Elementary.
I'm Braden Texas Folkers, number 65, left guard. I'm a senior, and I'm from the Texas Elementary School.
My name is Gaio Gonzalez, number 74, sophomore, right tackle from the Grant Elementary.
Hi, my name is Jack Goodmanson. I'm a senior at Eastmont High School. I'm a tight end, and my number is 88. Shout out Cascade Sandbox.
Hi, I'm Dylan Esparza. I'm a senior, number 5, number 1 wide receiver, and I'm from the St. Joe's Elementary School.
I'm Brooks Travado, junior, number 4. I'm receiver number 1, and I'm from Grant Elementary.
I'm Gunnar Peterson, number 28, a freshman from Grant Elementary.
Austin Ruffins, number 17, running back, sophomore from the Cascade Elementary.
I'm Corbin Keys, running back, number 21. I'm a junior from the Cascade Elementary.
I'm Luke Gale. I'm a quarterback, number 15. I'm a freshman, and I'm from the Grant Elementary.
Ivan the Muscle Chinchilla Corona, running back, junior from the Lee Elementary.
Evan Berdan, number 33, defensive tackle, sophomore, St. Joseph's Catholic School.
Simcast, number 72, offensive defensive line, senior, and I went to Lewis and Clark Elementary School.
My name is Camden Lonehammer. I wear number 6. I'm tight end and defensive end. I'm a junior, and I went to Washington Elementary School.
Rivers Cook, number 88. Position is D-end and long snapper, sophomore, and Washington Elementary.
Sal St. John, number 45, junior inside linebacker, the Washington Elementary.
Trey Jagla, number 30, junior fullback and linebacker, and I attended the Washington Elementary.
My name is Blake McGuire. My number is 22. I play outside linebacker. I'm a junior, and I went to Mission View Elementary.
Davian Dede Lujan, number 1, corner, senior, the Rock Rimmon Elementary.
My name is Johnny Amesqua. My number is 4. I'm a running back / corner. I'm a junior, and I went to the Washington Elementary.
My name's Tegan Heron, number 5, cornerback. I'm a senior, and I went to Washington Elementary.
My name is Obadiah Young. I'm number 3. I play strong safety. I'm a senior, and I went to Free TK Elementary School.
Anthony Acorn Lopez, 52, D-end, junior, Cascade Elementary.
Alex Dufour, number 99, junior, nose guard, Lee Elementary.
Caleb Garcia, number 90, junior, defensive tackle, Cascade Elementary.
Hunter Moore, junior, number 50, defensive end, Cascade Elementary.
Max Fraser, senior, number 92, linebacker, Grant Elementary School.
Logan Schneider, number 2, junior, linebacker, the River Academy. Shout out to my boy Tyrell.
Nathan Chang, number 44. I'm an outside linebacker. I'm a junior, and I came from the rice fields.
Chance Garcia, number 18, corner, senior, Cascade Elementary School.
Tyler Kazin, senior, number 33, cornerback, Lakewood Elementary.
Spencer Heimbigner, junior, number 7, safety, Grant Elementary.
Oliver Scarmazzino, number 23, sophomore, cornerback, Grant Elementary School.
Paul Mora, number 1, junior, strong safety from the Area 51.
Simcast, number 72, offensive defensive line, senior, and I went to Lewis and Clark Elementary School.
Vincent Bentley, number 75, offensive guard, senior, Lincoln Elementary.
Leo Gutzweiler, number 63, center, senior, at St. Joe's Elementary School.
Jesus Segovia, number 54, junior guard, Mission View Elementary School.
Angel Fernandez, number 76, tackle, senior, Mission View.
My name is Colby Hill. I am number 71. I play strong side tackle. My grade is sophomore, and I went to Washington Elementary.
My name is Camden Lonehammer. I wear number 6. I'm tight end and defensive end. I'm a junior, and I went to Washington Elementary School.
My name is Tyler Dillard. I'm number 7. I play wide receiver, and I'm a 12th grader, and I went to Mission View Elementary.
My name is Johnny Ameshqua. My number is 4. I'm a running back / corner. I'm a junior, and I went to the Washington Elementary.
Anthony Martinez, number 24, sophomore running back, Sunny Slope Elementary.
Trey Jagla, number 30, junior fullback and linebacker, and I attended the Washington Elementary.
Connor Dooley, a junior. I wear number 8, play quarterback, and went to elementary school at the River Academy.
Alex Sanchez, number 10, kicker, Mission View Elementary, sophomore.
Building. It's in our blood. Building something out of nothing. It takes heart, grit, and hard work. At One Way Construction, our crew is our family. With decades of contracting experience and our in-house design team, we bring a unique perspective to building. We know that if we work together, we are capable of reaching heights that are impossible to reach alone. The possibilities are endless.
Don't worry, all the fun is around the corner. There's no better time to get ready than now with Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa Spring Sale. Stock Up and Save sale is now going on in-store and online at bluelagoonpoolandspa.com. Even pool heaters are on sale. Financing available upon approval. Credit 24-month, no interest with equal payments. Stop by today or order online at bluelagoonpoolandspa.com. Free water testing available in store or curbside. Going on now through June 1st.
Welcome back once again to Lee Bofto Field at the Apple Bowl, along with Grant Olson and Eric Granstrom with you. The captains are out on the field. Obadiah Young for Wenatchee and Max Prazer for Eastmont. They just did the coin toss, and our official Mike Penning says it will be Eastmont football first. So we just had the young lads introduce themselves, Grant, and I love that part of this broadcast.
Great. Nice job.
With the Bridge of Sportsmanship, but Eastmont with the ball first. Of course, the last time they played here 3 weeks ago, it was Wenatchee had the ball first. They marched right down the field, get 7 points, and we thought, oh boy, here we go. But that was all the scoring for Wenatchee on the night.
It was a crazy football game. It really was. Both teams had long drives and then would stall out about the 30-yard line of their opposition, and that was about it for scoring. In fact, Wenatchee had more yards in that game, 291 to 208 for Eastmont in their first matchup, but sometimes that doesn't matter, Eric.
And I wonder how this game will go. That game, there were only 13 total offensive possessions.
That blows me away.
Only 4 in the second half.
That is
those were long, sustained drives for either club. It'll be interesting to see what happens here tonight.
And usually 13 possession or 13 drives is in one
First
game
half.
for one team.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So Wenatchee will be kicking it away from right to left as you see it here on your television set. Thanks for joining us here, whether you're viewing us on Facebook, through our website, or on cable television tonight, no matter where you are. Thanks for joining us on the NCWLIFE Channel, and teeing it up will be Alex Sanchez for Wenatchee.
Back deep for the Eastmont Wildcats, Chance Garcia and Corbin Keys, both very dangerous runners. We saw Chance Garcia had an interception, I think, in that first matchup, and ran it back for a touchdown. Here we go. We're underway. Sanchez the kick. It's short. It'll be picked up on the fly by Chance Garcia. At the 20-yard line, heads up the middle of the field, does have a wall there. Now he's broke loose. The midfield. I don't know. Sanchez is going to catch him. 30, 15, 5. Touchdown, Chance Garcia.
85 yards on the opening kickoff return for a touchdown for the Eastmont Wildcats. And well, we wondered where the momentum might lead us, and it leads us on a Chance Garcia kickoff return touchdown.
Wow. That's how you start a Bridge of Sportsmanship football game right there. 15 seconds off the clock on that return, and boy, what a great run by Garcia. He kind of picked his way through some blockers, started on the left side of the field, cut it back to the middle, and then it was off to the races.
Oscar Mago for the extra point.
Kick is up, and it is good. Just underway, but just like that, 11:45 left to go first quarter. Eastmont 7, Wenatchee nothing. We're back with more in 30 seconds. Stay with us. So, just like that here in the Bridge of Sportsmanship game, a kickoff return for a touchdown. The extra point's good. 7-0 Wildcats.
We got folks at home that haven't even gotten the nachos out of the oven yet. So we got scores.
Cameron Pope will be kicking off for the Wildcats. Back deep for the Panthers, Johnny Amezcua, Obadiah Young, and Day Lujan. And boy, Wenatchee, they were so fired up before this game too, Eric, and kind of takes the wind out of your sails. A long kickoff return.
Speaking of wind, a little breezy here this evening.
Just picked up a little bit too. It was beautiful a while ago and a little bit of a breeze, but boy, still some pretty nice football weather. Here's the kick by Pope. Kid can really kick the football down the middle of the field. It's taken there by Johnny Amezcua. He has some room now. Left side got some speed too. There's a push in the back and no call there. Out of bounds. Good position for the Panthers at their own 40-yard line. Boy, there was a push definitely on that return, but no call there. Wenatchee now, first time with the football.
20-yard kickoff return for Amezcua. Now let's see what Wenatchee has done differently offensively here. Sim Cass, who normally is a tackle, is wearing number 84. He's a tight end, and they've gone with a multi-back formation, something you haven't seen from Wenatchee in a long, long time.
Boy, you sure haven't. Split out as Tyler Dillard. That's the wide side of the field. And the quarterback, Connor Dooley, 5'10", 165-pound junior. Under center, the snap and the handoff of Amezcua, hit in the backfield by Garcia, Chance Garcia, and that's a 1-yard loss.
Well, Chance has already had 2 plays in this game, a kickoff return, 85 yards for a touchdown, and now a tackle in the backfield. Not a bad night so far for number 18 for Eastmont.
Second down and 11 now, Wenatchee. Same formation with Dillard split out wide. Amezcua, the tailback. He's going to get the handoff again, this time right side, puts his head down, does get across the 40 before Max Prazer brings him down, about a 3-yard gain. A little better blocking on the offensive line that time for the Panthers, but Max Prazer has such...
He's just, if there were all-league selections, that's a part of the thing that sucks about this season, too, is they don't have that opportunity to show that they have Big 9 or all-state selections.
3rd and 9 now for the Panthers. See what Dooley can do here. He is sprinting out to the right side. Left-handed quarterback looking downfield. Plenty of time. Has a receiver, and it's intercepted. Picked off there, Spencer Heimbigner. No, it isn't. It is Logan Snyder. Cuts back inside the 20 down to the Wenatchee 19-yard line.
25-yard interception return and 2 big splash plays already for Eastmont here in this football game.
Boy, and we talked about the fact that J.J. Jelsey not playing for the Panthers, a big part of their offense. They don't want to go down early here by 2 touchdowns, so that's a big defensive stand for Wenatchee here. The ball is at their own 19-yard line. 10:26 left to go here in this first quarter.
That's the first offensive play for Eastmont in the game.
It is.
And they do see
Gale, the freshman, they come out throwing right away. The ball is thrown low. Intended receiver that time was Dylan Esparza.
And they said in the lineup sheet that they gave us earlier today, the media sheet, that Corona would not be starting in the backfield. But guess who's at fullback right now in the wing T? It's Ivan Corona.
But you know, he's such a good athlete, Gary. It's hard to keep him out of the lineup.
Absolutely.
All right, 2nd down and 10 after that incomplete pass. In the backfield is Ivan Corona, right behind the freshman Luke Gale. Handoff, Corona up the middle, picks his way through the line of scrimmage, gets about 4 yards, up to about the 15.
Ivan Corona, the ball carrier.
Brought down that time by the Panthers' Evan Burdan. Short gain. That'll bring up 3rd down now for the Wildcats and about 7.
This would be huge if Wenatchee could just hold them right here and hold them to maybe a field goal attempt. After just a landslide of negativity in the first few plays of this ball game.
Eric said it. Big play for the Panthers as Dylan Esparza now splits out wide to the left side. That's the strong side, wide side of the field. In motion, fake handoff up the middle. It is handoff, and it's Corona again. He's not going to get there. He'll get about 3 again. Maybe 4. He'll bring up 4th down and about 4 or 3. It's like a field goal attempt here, Eric.
So they say Oscar Mago is the short-range kicker, and then Cameron Pope, who won the game against Wenatchee earlier this season.
Right.
And it looks like it's going to be Mago here from 30 yards out.
Holder is Chance Garcia. Eastmont looking to extend their lead here, up 7-0. Here's the hold, the kick. Is it going to get there into this wind? It does, and it's good. 9 minutes left to go first quarter, and just like that, it's Eastmont 10 and Wenatchee nothing. We'll take another break and come back to the field in 30 seconds.
If you're like me, you're already dreaming about the summer, enjoying it with friends and family in the backyard. Don't get discouraged with the chilly breeze of spring just yet. There is still work to be done, and the warmer temperatures are just around the corner. If you've been thinking about when to get your backyard ready for summer, come on down to Blue Lagoon, now scheduling pool openings. Ask us why we think you should open your pool sooner rather than later. Call today. Scheduling is filling up fast.
Kickoff. 9 minutes left to go first quarter, and just like that, it's Eastmont 10, Eric, and Wenatchee nothing.
I should mention, Grant, that welcome to a sponsor, a new sponsor, and then they're sponsoring the starting lineup. Stevens Home Group, your local expert real estate advisors. Find them on Facebook at Stevens Home Group on the Facebook page, and welcome to Stevens Home Group Realty. On board here.
Thanks
on
for
the
coming on board.
Channel.
Absolutely. Yeah. Cameron Pope now to kick off for Eastmont. Once again, back deep for the Panthers is Johnny Amezcua. Left side, got that speed, cuts up to the 30, lowers his shoulder, gets himself another 4 yards, and ends up at the 34-yard line.
That's why you got a guy like Corbin Keys, if you're Eastmont on the kickoff coverage team, had some wheels to be able to track him down from behind, or else Amezcua is in the end zone right now.
They have about the equal speed between those guys, too. All right, second possession now of this quarter for the Panthers. 8:54 left to go in the period. Ball is at their own 40, or I should say 34-yard line.
Oh, my.
Dooley, the handoff, and nothing doing that time. The running back, Anthony Martinez, the carry, a sophomore.
Lost 4 yards on the first carry.
So that's minus 2 yards now for the Panthers so far on offense. Three plays and an interception.
That's what Scott Devereaux said he was a little leery about, too, is he's got some youngsters starting on the offensive line tonight for the Wenatchee Panthers. Eastmont D up front just ate him up on that play.
Very experienced defensive line. Here's Dooley under center this time. He's going to hand it off, and once again, it's Martinez, and nothing doing over that right side. Maybe a couple of yards up to the 32-yard line.
And Alex Dufour is in on the stop. Meanwhile, we've got a Eastmont Wildcat that's down on the play, and that looks like, is it Logan Schneider?
It looks like number 2, all right.
No, number 2 standing next to him. So
Corbin Keys, maybe 21.
No, Corbin doesn't usually play on the defensive side of the ball. Looking at the lower leg issue, our injury timeout here on the NCWLIFE Channel, brought to you by Confluence Health. High quality care close to home. Confluence Health is dedicated to improving our patients' health with safe, high quality care in 12 communities.
Still don't know the number or the player, the injured player down.
25 maybe? Gabe Espinoza?
That last camera shot, it looks like it might be a 5 there.
2-5, possibly.
He's in pain in that left leg, left lower leg.
So we don't like to see that at all. Or is it 23? Is it Oliver Scarmazzino? Might be Oliver Scarmazzino. Looks like it's 23 possibly. And I know there was one of the young men who had a big club on his right hand in their introductions yesterday, and I think that was Scarmazzino. So they're taking a long look at that low left ankle area.
Poor kid, like he's not banged up enough with that big mitten on his right hand.
Absolutely. When we did the introductions that I recorded yesterday at Eastmont's practice, he came over and grabbed the microphone with his left hand, and he says, "Hey, you want to have some fun? You want to tape it to my club on the right hand?" I said, "No,
that would have been hilarious."
It would have been hilarious, absolutely. But right now, obviously, concern for Scarmazzino down on the field. Our broadcast tonight on the NCWLIFE Channel brought to you in part by Pat Armstrong Ford Lincoln, home of the lifetime warranty. At Pat Armstrong Ford Lincoln, customer satisfaction is #1. Stop by today. Also by Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa. Great service with a personal touch. That's their commitment to you. Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa provides a different kind of full-service care that gives their clients peace of mind. Visit their showroom today.
Larry, this might be a little more serious than we thought. Now Coach Don out, bringing some gear out as well. I think
we might have air splint coming as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
The Wenatchee Sports Medicine crew. So, Grant, we probably have some time here. Let's go ahead and take a commercial break and come back. First quarter action here at the Apple Bowl tonight, where the Eastmont Wildcats out to the big lead early, 10-0. We'll be right back. Yes.
Doghouse Motorsports just won Best Motorsports Store for the 7th year in a row. Is it the great facility? Is it the fantastic products? Or is it?
I'm Bobby.
And I'm Tamer.
I'm Mike.
And I'm Glenn.
Hi, I'm Todd.
I'm Jeff.
And this is the Doghouse Service Team.
Hi, I'm Dee.
And I'm Dwayne.
And I'm Kathy.
Come on in and experience the Doghouse.
Are you in the Doghouse?
Come on, I'm a certified technician. I was trained to take good care of you.
9. I've only been to the dealer.
I've been coming here for years. These guys are great.
Look around. The BMW, the Jag, the Volvo, they're all waiting for regular service. Well, the BMW has a little computer issue, but that's nothing we can't handle. Come on in.
From regular maintenance to computer troubleshooting, trust the Global Car Care technicians with your import, diesel-powered, or domestic vehicle. Global Car Care, they speak your car's language.
Dankeschön.
At Earthwise Pet, we take an all-natural approach to wellness and nutrition. Our professional certified groomers were trained by the best in the Pacific Northwest. Our staff here at Earthwise Pet are all certified in pet nutrition. We are here to help you select the perfect food, supplement, and anything else you may need to make sure your pet is living its best and most healthy life. Earthwise Pet, Nutrition Center and Wellness Spa. Online or in the store, we are here for you.
Welcome back to the Apple Bowl here, and pause in the action for an injury on the field. Oliver Scarmazzino, whom I think is correctly identified there, down with a lower leg injury to the left side, and they've gotten the air splint out and the stretchers here with Ballard Ambulance. So our concern right now is obviously after Mr. Scarmazino. Our broadcast here on the NCWLIFE Channel brought to you in part by Chelan Douglas Casa, court-appointed special advocates for children. Grant, the good news is we're not too far from Confluence Health, not too far from the hospital, so he'll get some necessary treatment very quickly.
Absolutely. Boy, it's just unfortunate, you know, all the excitement surrounding this game and everybody pumped up, and now it's like the air is sucked out of the place all of a sudden. Just quiet in here.
Absolutely. And, you know, I don't know if the young man was going to be participating in the next sports season, but that is already upon us here next week.
It is.
And so, well, we'll just cross our fingers and hope for the best for Mr. Scarmazino. There you see the Bridge of Sportsmanship trophy. That's what's on the line tonight. And it's so strange to, I mean, this COVID and shutdown and no football for 14 months and finally get football, but it's only 5 weeks. And by the way, there's no Big Nine this year. There's no Big Nine trophy. There's no state playoffs. There's none of that.
Right.
But at least they're playing for this.
And, you know, that's the main thing. It really is. And we love it, too. We get to do some football games. What I was thinking on my way here to the Apple Bowl is how quickly these 5 weeks have gone. Here we are done now with football. It's crazy.
Well, normally we're just at the midway point.
Yeah, we are.
At week 5.
Right.
So they are still tending to the young man down on the field right now and making sure. And Dale Blair, by the way, does a fantastic job heading up the sports med program at Wenatchee High School. They also have, of course, the medical crew, the sports med team out there from Eastmont dealing with the young man who's down on the field right now. Well, Grant, we talked about the history of this contest, and of course this is the fifth. The first game was back in 1958. If I remember correctly, and it was all Wenatchee for those first several decades, and the Panthers own a 37-15 record between the two. Of course, the first win for Eastmont came in the series just 4 years into it in 1961, with Eastmont winning 33-12. Interesting, the total points scored in the series, it's been lopsided for the Wenatchee Panthers over the 52 meetings prior to this. 1,401 points scored by Wenatchee to 635 for Eastmont in the series. The real domination came in the 70s. Of course, Lee Bofto, the field that they're playing on now, named after the famous coach here for Wenatchee High School, winning state championships back in the 70s, and that domination from 1967 to 1974, the longest win streak in the series for Wenatchee. Stretching that period of time. Right now, Eastmont is enjoying the longest stretch of wins in this series, winning 4 in a row. Of course, the fourth of which was not for the Bridge of Sportsmanship, which that trophy's been around since 2007. It was intended and created by the local Lions clubs for Wenatchee and East Wenatchee as a way to, well, develop a better sense of sportsmanship. Of course, it's the Battle of the Bridge for so many people, and it will forever be the Battle of the Bridge. But there was a feeling between the school districts that it was getting a little bit too intense, that there was some bad blood that was going on. And, I mean, heck, I live in East Wenatchee. You live in East Wenatchee. We work in Wenatchee, and that example is throughout this valley of people that live and work on opposite sides of the river.
And most of these players know each other well on both sides. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
So the Bridge of Sportsmanship was developed then, and they've been playing for this trophy ever since. And you cannot tell me it's not a big deal to win this trophy.
Even this year.
Oh,
the fifth
especially
game
this year.
Yeah, especially this year. That's what they have to play for, like you said in the pregame. So there's a lot riding on this game. And, you know, Eastmont, a big, early couple scores, and we'll see how Wenatchee can recover. But it's been fun already, and we've only gone about 4 minutes into this game.
Well, I mean, momentum definitely was in favor of Eastmont after an 85-yard kickoff return for a touchdown on the first play of the game before we could even, as I mentioned, get the nachos out of the oven. Chance Garcia with that kickoff return for the touchdown, and then the turnover on the interception and the 20-yard return on the interception, and then, of course, Oscar Mago's 30-yard field goal, 10-0. But right now, Grant, that momentum's completely gone.
It is.
Eastmont's had a player injured seriously here on the field, and now, as you see on the field right now, everybody's trying to warm up, and basically it's starting over again. Yeah, it's 10-0, but you're basically starting over again. So we'll see if Wenatchee maybe could take advantage of that.
Well, I think they could, just to maybe Coach Devereaux settle him down a little bit. It's only 10-0. It's still early in the first quarter, so there's a lot of football to be played here. So just settle down a little bit and get your head back in the game if you're Coach Devereaux.
We'll take another break as they get Mr. Scarmazzino on the stretcher here, and it's going to take him a little while to get him up on the stretcher and get him off the field. And again, a lower leg injury, it would appear, as they have applied a air cast to the lower leg of Oliver Scarmazzino. He's got some teammates that are coming over to wish him well right now, and Coach Michael Don was there as well. And so our best wishes, of course, to the Scarmazzino family right now, as Oliver will be taken to nearby Central Washington Hospital and taken care of. We'll take another break and come back. We've got more of the Bridge of Sportsmanship and under a cloud right now, even though we have mostly fair skies. We'll come back with more at Lee Bofto Field of the Apple Bowl right after this.
Take on the new year in a new Ford from Pat Armstrong Ford. From premium grade muscle to unparalleled performance, take on any payload. The all-new 2021 Ford F-150 at Pat Armstrong Ford. Take on any adventure. Take on every thrill. The all-new 2021 Bronco Sport and 2021 Mustang Mach-E. Built to take on every resolution at Pat Armstrong Ford. We are community strong in East Wenatchee.
Highlander Golf Course is proud to announce their 2 new state-of-the-art full-swing golf simulators with over 80 courses of virtual golf to choose from year-round. Or try their Laser Shot simulated firearm program, or gaming with football, basketball, and much more. Enjoy Highlander food and drink service from their full-service bar and grill in the comfort of their simulator room. Call the Highlander Pro Shop to book your time at 884-4653. That's 884-4653.
The world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate, available in the GMC Sierra.
Hi, I'm Shauna Larson. I'm the designated broker here at Laura Mounter Real Estate. We are a locally owned firm, and we've worked hard to earn our reputation of always doing business the right way. Laura Mounter Real Estate is continually investing in the best technologies and highest quality marketing. For these reasons, our community has voted us the world's best real estate office for the past 5 years. If you have real estate needs, let a Laura Mounter Real Estate agent show you the difference.
Grant Olson and Eric Granstrom back at Lee Bofto Field at the Apple Bowl. We're just about ready to resume football now. The Panthers facing a 3rd down and 12, ball at their own 32-yard line. Connor Dooley under center, quick handoff, Jagla up the middle, bangs the first defender and then gets banged down himself at about the 35-yard line after a short gain of only about 1 yard, and that'll send the Wenatchee Panther punting unit onto the field.
Hunter Moore and company, again, just Eastmont's defense. We saw that last week, and what a stalwart performance with a couple of interceptions returned for touchdowns, defensive scores. Eastmont's defense has certainly been consistent all season long.
So Obadiah Young on to punt. Nobody back for Eastmont to receive this kick. That's interesting. They're going to send some players here, it looks like, and they are. Obadiah Young just decides to run it because he has an open field on the left side. He might get there, still on his feet, loses the football, and he's not going to get a first down, and that's going to give Eastmont great field position, it looks like, at the Wenatchee 40-yard line.
So Young, I don't think that was necessarily the plan per se, but with that jailbreak up front for Eastmont, they obviously saw something in tape that they thought they might be able to take advantage of. Sure enough, they overwhelmed the block or the punt coverage team, or the coverage team for Wenatchee, and Obadiah Young did what he could, but it's net gain of a yard and a great field position here for Eastmont.
Second time in Wenatchee territory now. Their first field goal was at the Wenatchee 19, that position. Now they start at the 36-yard line. Ruffin in motion. Handoff Corona up the middle. He's got a lot of room. Right up to the 25-yard line, and that'll be enough for, it looks like, a first down. 36 to the 26. That's right at the marker, Eric.
They're going to be just a nose of the football short, I guess. So we'll officially put him 9 yards on that carry for Corona, his third of the ball game for 15 yards.
Surprised they didn't measure that. Second down, as Eric said, boy, less than a foot even. Ruffin again moves from the...
You got movement on the offense, and we talked, they're going to say it's against the defense. My, oh, my. I thought the offense had 2 guys in motion there.
I did too.
They're going to say it's against the Panthers, so the first penalty of the ball game comes against Wenatchee.
That moves the ball up to the 21-yard line of the Panthers. 6:50 left to go first quarter. The Wildcats lead at 10-0.
Boy, in a game like this, you just can't give up free first downs.
You can't. Esparza split out wide side of the field. Ruffin's in motion. He's the lead blocker for Corona, who shifts gears and goes from the right side up the middle. Nice gain. Keeps those legs moving inside the 10. That'll be another first down. Down at the 9-yard line.
Ivan Corona, we've been impressed by his ability to just carry the football and carry guys as he goes. He's only 5'6", but he's 175 pounds. And if you see him in close, a pair of shorts, he has legs that don't stop. He is built down low, a lot of squats in that young man's life so far, and he makes a difference with a big carry there for 11 yards.
Eastmont, nothing fancy here tonight so far. Luke Gale under center. And it's been a run attack so far for Eastmont. Once again, same play, and this time Ruffin's going to get it. Outside, cuts back inside, gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats, 9-yard run.
Well, Austin Ruffin's missed a week last week with a hip pointer. He's back in there, his first carry of the ball game, able to take it around the right side. Good blocking up front. Pecks his way into the end zone for a 9-yard touchdown run.
Made that look easy there. That was that same formation. Just a little bit of motion, and they have a lot of motion, don't they, Eric?
They certainly do. And that blocking back has made a huge difference in this game so far.
Oscar Mago on for the point after try. Garcia the hold. The kick is up. It's a line drive this time, but it goes through and it's good. Eastmont pouring it on here early. It's 5:57 left to go first quarter. Eastmont 17 and Wenatchee nothing. More football from the Apple Bowl right after this.
Save Mart is the place to go if you are in the market for home furnishings. They have rows and rows of sofas, love seats, recliners, and chairs, and a vast array of fabrics and colors. Name brands include Ashley, Best, and Stanton. With pictures, lamps, and tables to complement your new furniture, Save Mart is a one-stop shop. Save Mart offers 12-month special financing on approval of credit. Save Mart also offers free delivery, setup, and haul away in their service area. Serving the Wenatchee Valley for over 50 years. Located on North Wenatchee Avenue, or visit online at savemart.net.
Next one, back deep for the Panthers.
Our broadcast tonight on the NCWLIFE Channel brought to you in part by Highlander Golf Course and Grill. Enjoy a day at a Highlander. Reserve your tee time or plan a party in their simulator room. Also, dine in style at the Grill. It's Highlander Golf Course and Grill.
Well, that was an easy drive to keep track of, Eric. 3 plays, 36 yards. Took a minute to 28 off the clock. 9-yard touchdown run by Ruffins. Field extra point good. And we're at 17-0. Here's the kick. It's a Mezcua running up on it at the 25-yard line. Switches gears and heads up the middle of the field. Then gets stood up at about the 30.
Dropped the ball.
And is it loose? It looks like it's going to be a loose ball. Who got on it? Wenatchee did.
He took a hit right as you mentioned that he came forward across the 30. Good job by the Panthers' Rivers Cook to cover that football.
So Wenatchee takes over their third possession now of this first quarter, and not much success so far. An interception and then a botched punt attempt, and ended up turning it over on downs.
They officially have 0 yards of offense.
Boy. All right, Connor Dooley, the junior. And we've got movement up front.
They're going to say offsides on the defense. And I'll tell you, Alex Dufour is 6'4", 275, and you get that moving forward, there's nothing going to stop you aside from maybe a flag and a whistle.
We were talking, Eric, earlier about how big this kid is. Down on the field next to him, he is just a big kid, number 99.
And just a junior.
1st and 5 now. Panthers get a little help. Handoff, Amezcua. Helmet comes flying off as he gets about a yard up to the 36.
3 carries, 2 yards for Johnny Amezcua so far in the ball game.
That'll bring up a 2nd down and a long 4 for the Panthers.
2nd down, 5 yards to go, Panthers.
5:27 left to go here, first quarter. Dillard again split out wide side of the field. Jagla, and it looks like a Amezcua in the backfield. I don't know if that is a Amezcua this time.
No, he had to come out with the helmet on.
That's right. Handoff. I think it's Martinez. Nice run. Finds some running room. Midfield. Nice move. Gets spun down at the Eastmont 49-yard line. And a nice 13-yard run by Martinez. Gabriel Espinoza. I'm sorry. No, it is Martinez.
Yep. 24 for Wenatchee.
Martinez. Only a sophomore, too, Eric.
2nd carry of the night. And nice play by he, just as you mentioned, patiently picking his way along and then found a gap and went.
Shot in the arm that the Panthers need here in this first quarter. 1st down just across midfield. Dooley the snap, handoff. Once again, it's Martinez. Lowers that right shoulder. Got him a couple more yards down to the Eastmont 46.
Well, maybe they found something here running on the right side of this offensive line.
Well, Wenatchee's got some pretty good size guys up front, too, Eric. Vincent Bentley, the left guard, 6'4", 315. Right next to him is Colby Hill, 6'2", 245 pounds. 2nd down and 7. Panthers at the Eastmont 36. Dooley handoff. Once again, Martinez spins away from the first tackle, but does not get away from Max Prazer. Maybe back to the original line of scrimmage.
Caleb Garcia blew that play up. Grant, the 5'9", 225-pound junior, shot across the line, beat his man at the line of scrimmage, and forced the play to go the opposite direction.
And Eric, really both games that we've done now, Eastmont games, the defense is just lights out, aren't they? A lot of experience on that defensive line. 3rd down, 7 for the Panthers. Dooley, he gets the snap, handoff this time. Amezcua cuts back and hit hard at about the 44-yard line.
Logan Schneider put a shoulder down and found him right in the breadbasket. It's amazing Amezcua held on to that football on that tackle after a 2-yard gain.
Those might have been the toughest 2 yards he's ever gotten as a running back. He got stuck. Punting unit on again, and nobody back again for Eastmont to receive the kick, so they're going to bring the house, I would guess, once again. Obadiah Young on to punt for Wenatchee at his own 45. 1-step kick. Good bounce, and it goes all the way into the end zone.
That's too bad. 46-yard punt, but skips into the end zone.
So now, Eric, can the Wenatchee defense hold this Eastmont offense? That's the question so far. 3:01 so far. They haven't been able to. But then again, Eastmont has had fantastic field position deep into Panther territory.
Yeah, it's been a short porch so far for tonight for the Wildcats. Let's see what they do with 1st and 10 at their own 20 for the first time. They're in their own end of the field to start a drive.
First 2 possessions at the Wenatchee 19 and the Wenatchee 36. Gale, pitch back. Looks like it might be the freshman Gunnar Peterson.
Got a flag down.
Might be a hold on that, too. No gain, by the way. Good
Lost
defense.
a yard, actually.
I think Obadiah Young, one of the first ones there for the Panthers.
See what the flag is. It was right in an area where it would be a hold against the offense.
Well, we talked about penalties in Eastmont, Eric, in the pregame, and so far a pretty clean first quarter, but this one hurts them and moves them back 10.
2nd penalty for 15 yards total in the game so far here against the Wildcats. Our broadcast tonight brought to you by Doghouse Motorsports, now featuring the full line of on and off-road Husqvarna motorcycles.
All right, this will bring up 1st down and 20 now for the Wildcats. The ball is moved back to the Panther 10-yard line.
I should mention our officiating crew tonight. Mike Penning is our referee. Jeremy Wallace is the umpire. Mike Wold, the head linesman. Dennis Brandstetter, the line judge. And Robert Tidd, the back judge out of the Chelan County Officials Association.
Brooks Travato in the lineup now for Eastmont. He played a big part in that win over Ephrata last week. Handoff, this time right side. It looks like it's Corbin Keys, and boy, he's going to get rustled down for a loss. Jagla for the Panthers in on that stop, and about a 4 to 5 yard loss.
Exactly what Wenatchee needs to get a little momentum going their direction, and why not have the play by Trey Jagla. Read that perfectly, shot in the backfield, tackled Keys for a 4-yard loss.
And that'll bring up 2nd down and 24 now for Eastmont. They're moving back deeper into their own territory. Ball at the 6-yard line.
That's one thing, Grant. You know, we haven't seen a lot of success through the air for Eastmont this year. They're a ground and pound team. You don't have many recipes for 2nd and 23.
That's a good point. Here's once again Luke Gale, the freshman, under center. He's going to put it up this time over the middle. He's got Esparza at the 25-yard line. It is going to be short of a 1st down, but boy, they got a big chunk of that 24 yards back there.
Esparza with the reception. Ball spotted at the 26-yard line. 3rd down, 4 yards to go.
So how many yards was that?
Got 20 yards of that back. It was 2nd down and 24.
Boy, and Esparza doesn't have very many catches in his career, let alone this season.
That was an impressive throw by the freshman Gale that time.
Before he was really out of his break.
All right, 3rd down and short now, 3rd and 3. And we've got flags once again, some movement.
Defense jumped. I think Sim Cass got a little eager in his defensive tackle position, jumped off sides. And again, we talked about this, Grant. You just can't kill yourself with penalties and give away a free 1st down, especially in this rivalry game.
That will be a 1st down. Eastmont across the 30 at their own 31-yard line. 1:25 clock moving here in the 1st quarter. Eastmont up 17-0 early.
Obadiah Young trying to fire up the fans here. Nice to have fans in the stands tonight.
It really is. Nice to hear some noise. All right, Travato again split out right. Ruffins is in motion. Handoff inside instead, though. It's the freshman Gunnar Peterson. He's got speed across midfield and finally brought down at the 49-yard line after an 18-yard run by the freshman. Oh, this kid's he's going to have a career here at Eastmont, Eric. Only a freshman. He is a tough runner.
And he barely got that handoff, Grant. That handoff came up a little bit high, almost to a shoulder pad. He was able to gather it in, though. And well, how about the blocking downfield? They got a convoy of 2-3 guys.
They really do. Wenatchee seems a little confused right now by this offense. Ball at the Wenatchee 49-yard line. 1st and 10 Wildcats as we wind down this 1st quarter. Gale under center. He's been there the whole 1st quarter. Handoff, nothing fancy about this one. Corona up the middle. Another nice gain up to the 43-yard line and an easy 6 yards on 1st down.
5 carries already for Ivan Corona in this football game and 32 yards rushing for Eastmont. And as you mentioned, just dive play up the middle, make it easy on the offensive line, just get a big push.
Typical Coach Don, too. Not in the starting lineup, but guess who's getting all the carries here in this 1st quarter?
Little gamesmanship.
Well, this will probably do it for this quarter. They might get the play off. 3 seconds, 2, 1. And I think they're just going to let the clock wind down. And that will do it for the 1st quarter here in the Bridge of Sportsmanship game at Liebofto Field at the Apple Bowl. Early on, it's Eastmont 17 and Wenatchee nothing. We're back in 60 seconds.
Wenatchee Power Sports not only has a new owner, but an all-new attitude to match. Speaking of attitude, check out the 2021 models arriving now. Polaris snowmobiles, ATVs and side-by-sides. Yamaha motorcycles, watercraft, ATVs and side-by-sides. KTM motorcycles and the latest edition Beta high-performance motorcycles. Coming this fall, a huge demo event featuring the latest and hottest off-road machines. It's all at the retuned Wenatchee Power Sports, where maximum performance is a way of life. 3031 GS Center Road in North Wenatchee, open Tuesday through Saturday.
At Earthwise Pet, we take an all-natural approach to wellness and nutrition. Our professional certified groomers were trained by the best in the Pacific Northwest. Our staff here at Earthwise Pet are all certified in pet nutrition. We are here to help you select the perfect food, supplement, and anything else you may need to make sure your pet is living its best and most healthy life. Earthwise Pet, Nutrition Center and Wellness Spa. Online or in the store, we are here for you.
All right, 1 quarter in the books in this Bridge of Sportsmanship game. I guess 2021. It's weird saying there's football. Now we're going to have another season in 2021.
Yeah,
Eric.
we are.
It's going to be kind of fun. All right, Gale, handoff, misdirection. It's Corbin Keys gets hit at the 39-yard line, driven back, but I think they'll mark him at about the 40.
A little short. A little short of the yard to gain.
Right. Pick up 3. This will be the 8th play of this Eastmont drive that began all the way back at their own 20-yard line. Now the ball sits at the Wenatchee 40-yard line.
Boy, that sun dipped behind the hill, Grant, and a little chilly out here.
It does make it. You're in short sleeves, too, Eric.
I am. I'm glad I brought my coat up here. Our broadcast, by the way, brought to you by Sangster Motors. The American Challenge is on at Sangster Motors, home of the all-new Yukon SUV.
Gale under center as Sparza split out near the Wenatchee sideline. It's Corbin Keys in motion with Corona right behind Gale. Looks like we might be switching up the play. A little confusion and a timeout called by the Wildcats. We'll keep it here.
Stay right here. Our broadcast also brought to you by Wenatchee Power Sports, now featuring Polaris, Yamaha, KTM, and Beta sales, parts, and service. You see the brightly colored shirt out there of Coach Michael Don, Hawaiian theme for the coaching staff.
I love it.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I love it. There's a great shot.
They are brightly colored shirts.
That's awesome.
That's no doubt. I don't know where they found them here in the Wenatchee Valley. Maybe they ordered them online.
And you asked a coach, Eric, why
I did.
I
said, what's with the shirts? We just decided.
Spring break.
Yeah, spring break. Sure.
And it was 65 degrees today, so
something
why
that
not?
Coach Don's talked about in our pregame interview is that usually football season's in the fall. You're a long way from graduation. He says senioritis is kicking in big time with a lot of these players right now, especially with spring break next week. And he said actually right now, spring break is right now.
It is.
And so there's a bunch of people that are out of here. Color me gone.
Color me gone. 3rd down and about a foot for the Eastmont Wildcats. And boy, oh boy, is this a big play for the Panther defense right here. Gale's just going to keep it. Why not? Didn't have far to go, and he will get the first down. About a 2-yard gain.
Sim Cass on the tackle for Wenatchee. If you're looking for 72 out there and you don't see him, that's because Sim is converted over to a tight end to help him out on the offensive side. So he's wearing number 84 rather than the traditional 72. He even introduced himself as number 72. He didn't give it up that he was going to be a tight end this week.
1st and 10, Wildcats dominating this Bridge of Sportsmanship game so far. We're in the 2nd quarter, 10:46 left to go. Eastmont up 17-0. Keys in motion. Fake handoff to Corona. Gale's going to put it up over the middle of the field. A little holding going on. Nothing called there. Esparza, the intended receiver, with a Mezcua there in coverage.
Yeah, I thought Johnny May, like you mentioned, had a little hold of a hand, but maybe they just thought it was a saunter through the park. They were being sportsmanlike.
It was a show of sportsmanship. Yes.
Good looking pass, though, by Luke.
Boy,
Gale.
it really was. That's the second one now that's looked really nice. That will bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Wildcats.
Great idea there, too.
I like the call. I really
with
do.
With the play action as well.
Double play action. Keys in motion and Corona up the middle. Here's Keys again in motion. They're going to give it to the big fullback Corona this time. Rumbles his way up to the 35-yard line, and that'll be a gain of 4.
By the way, you'll get a card in the mail from Ivan Corona for calling him big.
Right. Evan Bernard, by the way, Eric, another stop. He's had a good first quarter.
Yeah, 5'6" and 175 pounds for Ivan Corona.
Boy, he just runs so much bigger than that. He really does. You mentioned it. Once again, it's a Esparza split out wide side of the field. Gale under center as he looks over to the sideline for a little instruction.
I think we got some confusion by the freshman quarterback here. Haven't seen it much.
No, we haven't. Ruffin now in motion again. The give is to Corona. Ruffin is the lead blocker, and Wenatchee, good defense that time. And one of the first players there. Yep. Silas St. John also in on that stop. Short gain of about, what, 2 yards?
Yeah, they'll give him forward progress to the 33.
About 3. That'll bring up a big 4th down now. 4th down and about 5.
Well, I'll tell you, Wenatchee just could really use some momentum here, could really use a stop, but we're first going to get a timeout, I believe, taken by Eastmont. And Coach Michael Don not too happy with the officials here in this situation. Our broadcast brought to you by August Edge Real Estate, your personal real estate agency with full service offered at just a 2% listing fee. Also by Jeffers Danielson, Son, and Aylward Attorneys, serving the Wenatchee Valley with the finest professional services since 1946.
We've also got another Wildcat down on the field, Eric. It looks like maybe 61. Andrew Swan, a 5'8", 230-pound sophomore.
Hopefully that's just crampage going on and nothing too serious. Looks like they're massaging a calf area. A person with sizable calves, I know that those can get you. They can get you.
That's exactly what it looks like as Swan does come off the field under his own power. That's good news.
He was wearing a do-rag yesterday in our introductories, and the guys were giving him a hard time about the do-rag, saying that because he had to start over and over and over again to get his own introduction out.
All right, big 4th down and 5 play now, and it's a big play mainly for the Wenatchee defense. Here's Ruffins, the speedster, in motion, and the handoff goes up the middle. It's Gunnar Peterson, the freshman. He will get the first down to the Wenatchee 25-yard line, gain of 8.
Wow, need 4, and you get 8 on the freshman-to-freshman connection.
How about
the freshman quarterback handing it off to the freshman fullback.
And you love the presence of mind by Gunnar Peterson to have 2 hands over that football. Short yardage, you're trying to get some yards, and that's pretty darn good for a freshman.
And the thing about Luke Gale as well, I mean, this kid is looking like a polished veteran out there at this point in his young career.
I think he's even progressed this season compared to the first game.
Absolutely.
1st and 10, Eastmont. Ball at the Panther 25-yard line. 8:20 left to go before halftime.
And now we're going to get another timeout taken here, as Coach Michael Don wants to talk it over. Let's go ahead and take another commercial break.
Let's do that. 8:18 left to go, second quarter. Eastmont 17, Wenatchee nothing. We're back to Lee-Bofto Field in 30 seconds. All right, the teams are out of their sidelines, or away from their sidelines after that timeout. Eastmont facing a 1st down and 10 at the Wenatchee 25. Boy, oh boy, is this a big possession for the Wenatchee defense here in this second quarter. Handoff, it's Gunnar Peterson, gets tied up at the line of scrimmage, and that kind of threw his timing off, and then gets thrown for a loss. Silas St. John comes in to finish him off, along with Sammy Garcia.
You know what started that, Grant, up front was Evan Burdan, the 5'11", 205-pound sophomore, just created a pile in the middle, and you said he was stood up and tried to do something else, but it was Burdan that made that happen for the Wenatchee defense.
He's really played an outstanding first half. No gain on that. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10 now for Eastmont.
3 carries, 28 yards so far for Gunnar Peterson in the game.
Boy, did he look good against Ephrata last week, didn't he? All right, Gale under center again. Peterson behind him. Here comes Keys in motion. Gale's going to put it in the air. Slant pass over the middle. It's caught there. The nice catch by Brooks Travato. And they're going to give him about the 15-yard line. That's good enough for another Eastmont first down, gain of 11.
Well, just a little pitch and catch on a crossing pattern by Travato, who came in, split out wide to the near side of the field to your cameras in front of the Eastmont bench. It's an easy throw, and if you're going to have your young freshman quarterback throw it, then give him easy patterns to connect with his receivers.
And a nice catch, too, by Travato that time. He comes out. Back in is Dylan Esparza. On this 1st down and 10 from the Wenatchee 15-yard line. Here's the freshman Peterson. Jukes his way through the line of scrimmage. Doesn't get much. About 2 yards down to the Panther 13.
I'm sorry, Grant, who had that carry that time?
Peterson.
Okay.
Yep.
The ball carrier, gain of 3.
Coming up here, Eric, the 16th play of this drive. This drive began with 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Here we are, 6.5 minutes now left in the second.
Well, we talked about how few possessions there were between the both teams the first time they played.
Corona in at tailback this time. He's going to get the handoff.
Oh,
the ball's loose. Who's got it? This would be huge for Wenatchee if they can fall on it. It looks like maybe Gale did fall on it, and he did.
I don't think Ivan Corona ever got that handoff. I don't think it secure. He was able to secure it right from the handoff from his freshman quarterback. And you know, that's something else. I mean, Ivan Corona started the season as the quarterback.
He did.
And now Luke Gale, the quarterback. And Ivan's still trying to get used to playing these running back positions. And just simple right arm up, left arm up could screw you up if it's not handled just exactly right.
You're exactly right. The fundamentals of a running back are way different than the fundamentals of a quarterback. 3rd down now and 14 for Eastmont. The ball is moved back to about the Wenatchee 19. Play action. Gale's going to put it up again over the middle, and it's picked off by Amezcua. He's got the sideline, but gets caught over there and then hit out of bounds late. Flag comes in at the 23-yard line, so that will be a late hit. I believe it was Esparza that came in late. So Wenatchee, along with the interception, will tack on another 15 yards.
Well, we wondered if Wenatchee might be able to find a spark. Johnny Amezcua might be that spark right now. Then you add a 15 on top of it. Wenatchee has a chance here before halftime.
9.5-minute drive for Eastmont. 17 plays, and you end it with an interception. How about that?
Well, you lead 17-0. At least you got that in your back pocket. But to just have a drive like that go for naught and no points is possibly huge in this game, Grant.
And this, needless to say, is a huge drive for this Panther offense, who has done not much so far in this ball game. Now they get a start at their own 38-yard line. Plenty of time, 5:27 left to go before halftime. Panthers down by 17.
New quarterback.
It is a new quarterback. Out in the flat, it's caught.
There's
50-yard line, Sim Cass, and he gets wrestled down by Max Fraser at the Eastmont 47-yard line.
Gain of 15 yards for Sim Cass on his first reception as a tackle/tight end.
How about?
And the new quarterback is the backup here, Jackson Bishop. 6'2", 175-pounder, comes in and throws a nice, soft little reception out the flat on the left side.
Well, you mentioned, Eric, that we could see platooning quarterbacks in this game, and we sure did there, and it paid off for the Panthers. That was their biggest gain of the entire ball game, 15 yards. 1st and 10 now in Eastmont territory. Handoff. Martinez does get back barely to the original line of scrimmage.
Nathan Chang in there first got a little piece of him, and that allowed Hunter Moore as well as Caleb Garcia to come in and finish him off. No gain for the ball carrier Martinez.
2nd and 10 Wenatchee. Ball sits at the Eastmont 46-yard line. Dillard again for the Panthers, split out wide.
Wenatchee hasn't used a timeout in this first half, have they?
No, they haven't.
Got all 3. Eastmont's used all 3 of theirs.
Once again, back in at quarterback is that sophomore Jackson Bishop for the Panthers. Hands it off. It's Martinez. Good blocking this time. Up the middle. The ball is loose. It looks like the Panthers may have fallen on it. End up being about a 2-yard gain. There are flags down.
Boy, ball security is not so good for either side right now. I think Angel Fernandez covered that fumble for Wenatchee, and it is a hold against the offense.
So that'll take the Panthers back 10 yards, back into their own territory. Penalties once again, Eric. It's a great point you brought up earlier, and it's affecting this game so far on both sides.
3rd penalty against the Panthers for 20 yards. Eastmont's been penalized 3 times for 30 yards in the game.
So it'll be 2nd and 18 for Wenatchee now as Jackson Bishop stays in the lineup as quarterback. 2 running backs in this time, too. Fullback is Jagla, Trey Jagla, and Johnny Amezcua, the tailback. Bishop, the throw, and it's behind the intended receiver, Tyler Dillard.
Boy, he threw into double coverage there. They had him bookended, Nathan Chang, and I believe it was Tyler Kazin over there on the coverage for Eastmont. As soon as he threw that football and I saw the trajectory of where it was going, I saw a lot of white there. Lucky it was incomplete.
Eastmont gets a player in just in time. It's Garcia on this 3rd down and 18. Bishop back to pass, scrambles right side. Ball is well short of Jagla, the intended receiver, and that goes incomplete and brings up 4th down for the Panthers.
Intended for Tyler Dillard.
Tough play for the sophomore. He's scrambling to his right, and Eastmont getting a little pressure out there. He had some protection, but he had to backpedal his way as he headed towards the Eastmont sideline, and then going away from his receiver, throwing on the run. Just not a lot of opportunity to complete that pass.
Obadiah Young back to punt for the Panthers. Once again, nobody back to receive for the Wildcats. They're just bringing everybody on this punt. Good snap. Young doesn't take much of a run at it, so the ball will bounce at the 23 and take a nice Wenatchee roll, and it looks like it'll be down at the Eastmont 15-yard line.
30-yard punt, no return that time.
15-yard line by Johnny Oneswa.
So the Eastmont will have it once again deep in their own end.
Where are they going to put the ball at the just 15? Outside the 15?
Yep.
Our broadcast brought to you by Laura Mountain Real Estate, rated world's best real estate firm for the Wenatchee Valley in 2020. Also by One Way Construction. One Way is premier custom home builder and general contractor in North Central Washington. One Way Construction, your project, your way.
So Eastmont on their last possession, 19 plays, 9 minutes on that drive, and couldn't score anything there. 3:40 left now to go before halftime. Gale under center. Looks like Corona behind him. Fake handoff to Corona. Gale's going to put it up wide. Reopen is Austin Ruffin. Nice catch at about the 38-yard line, and he gets wrestled out of bounds at the 39.
A late flag here, Grant, so hold on. We'll see what's going to happen behind the play. We had some extracurricular after the play.
24 yards on that pass and catch, but let's see if it'll stand.
Behind the play, Eastmont looked like Jonathan Corona was tied up with one of the Panthers that was giving pressure on the quarterback. It is a dead ball, personal foul against Wenatchee. So on top of that 23-yard pass play, you've got 15 yards on top of it. And Wenatchee fans below us not too happy about that.
That hurts. That really does. Plenty of time now for Eastmont maybe to get some more points on the board at Wenatchee territory at the 46-yard line, and 3:33 left in the second quarter.
So another penalty against Wenatchee will be their 4th now for 35 yards in the game.
Gale under center. He's been this entire first half with Torvado split out right side. In motion is Keys. Handoff Corona up the middle of the field. Nice tackle. First one there is Evan Berdan again for the Panthers after Corona gains about 3 yards.
Well, he's been the workhorse so far tonight for Eastmont. 9 carries and 37 yards. Malcolm, what were you saying in my ear? Sorry about that.
2nd and 8.
Okay.
Ball at the Wenatchee 44-yard line with 3:06, now 3:05 left to go here in the first half.
This is a live broadcast, folks. Sometimes we get things picked up on microphones that we don't intend. They're not coming from us.
Handoff delayed. Peterson can't find room. A flag comes in late. We might have a hold on the Eastmont Wildcats. And usually, Eric, when an offensive lineman puts his hands up, as Braden Folkers did, that's usually a hold.
Yeah. And by the way, I don't know if Mike Penning was a quarterback, but that was a heck of a throw on the flag. He threw that 15 yards into the wind. That was impressive. Not impressive if you're Eastmont. Again, 40 yards in penalties now in this first half.
And that penalty takes it back across the 50 into Eastmont territory at the 48-yard line. 2nd and a long 15 for the Wildcats. Clock moving at 2:45 left to go before halftime. Gale under center. Here's Ruffins in motion. Handoff up the middle. It's Gunnar Peterson. Works his way across the 40 and finally gets drugged down at the Wenatchee 39-yard line.
Got 12 yards back right there, did the youngster, Gunnar Peterson. I'll tell you, when he sees a hole, Grant, boy, he explodes through it.
You know, I love how he runs. His head is up all the time to see what he's doing out there. He doesn't have his head down. He's looking for those spots, and boy, what a good young runner.
You know who we haven't called defensively for Wenatchee is Camden Lloydhammer.
No, we haven't. Very, very quiet tonight. 3rd down 3, Wildcats. Corona goes in motion and then goes back to his slot position. Looks like Peterson will stay in at tailback. He gets the handoff. Blockers in front. Now he's stood up. That will be, I believe, enough for a Eastmont first down. That is going to be awfully close.
St. John was there on the tackle for the Wildcats. Also looked like Rivers Cook helping out on the stop.
They're going to have to measure this, I think, Eric.
They will.
I think they're a little bit short. Just going to go out on a limb. Just going by where Jeff Parks is over there with the down marker. You know, he's spot on, Eric.
Eagle eye over there.
6 inches short.
Good to see Jeff Parks, by the way.
It is.
So as the officials will measure, we'll remind you our broadcast brought to you in part by Global Car Care. Your vehicle is their #1 priority. Diesels and European cars are their specialty. Pick up and drop off available. Stop by their website at globalcarcare.net. So they stretch it out, and you're right. Mr. Parks was right on the money on that stick.
He was.
There. About, 6 inches short?
That's about right. Eastmont's had no trouble moving the ball, so this will be pretty much a no-brainer here with a minute 44 left.
They took the sticks away a little bit early. They need to mark the ball inside the hash mark by using those sticks. So hold on, guys. Come on back out here. You know, this is something, and I've thought about this for a long time. The fact that we're using chain and 2 sticks on things that are so important as 10 yards.
With all this technology.
Yeah, especially in the NFL, for goodness sakes. Don't you think they could come up with something a little more accurate than a chain?
A laser
and 2
measurement,
sticks?
yeah.
And an eyeball?
You're so right. 4th and inches for the Wildcats. Panther fans making some noise, and Coach Don calls timeout.
I thought they'd already used their 3rd timeout. I guess not.
We'll take one, too. A minute 39 left to go before halftime. It's Eastmont 17 and Wenatchee nothing. We're back here in 30 seconds.
Building. It's in our blood. Building something out of nothing. It takes heart, grit, and hard work. At One Way Construction, our crew is our family. With decades of contracting experience and our in-house design team, we bring a unique perspective to building. We know that if we work together, we are capable of reaching heights that are impossible to reach alone. The possibilities are endless.
Welcome back once again here to leap off to a field of the Apple Bowl. 4th and inches, Grant.
Here we go. Big play for the Panther defense once again. Can they get a stop here? Ruffins motion. Handoff is Corbin Keys on the misdirection, and he's got some open field. He couldn't break the last tackle of a Mezqua, but he does get down to the Wenatchee 24-yard line.
13 yards on that play, and we got a flag coming down at the end of the play. Hold on. We'll have to wait and see about this. This is, I think, some extracurricular verbiage happening and maybe unsportsmanlike conduct coming against one of the teams.
A lot of penalties now at the end of this first half.
Umpire was right there. He's no, they're going to wave it off. All right.
The refs are thinking, this is the Bridge of Sportsmanship game sometimes. So we're just going to pull this flag. 1st and 10, Eastmont. Time running out here in the second quarter. Wildcats lead it by 17. 1st and 10 at the Panther 25. Kind of a busted play. Gale back to pass. He has a receiver in the end zone. It's Ruffins. Touchdown, 25 yards. What a pass by Gale once again.
I wonder if that was a deke there. Maybe that they made that look like it was a busted play.
Maybe.
And he rifled that ball down the field on a dime.
Boy, what a beautiful pass by the freshman. I think he's only missed one pass, hasn't he, Eric?
No, he's 4 of 7 in the game.
Oh, he's missed 3. Okay. 25-yard touchdown score, and it's 23-0 now. Oscar Mago on to make it 24 if he can. Holders Garcia. Kick is up. And the kick is good. 1:11 now left to go. First half. Eastmont adding to their lead. It's now the Wildcats 24 and the Panthers nothing. We'll finish off this second quarter when we come back in 60 seconds.
At Earthwise Pet, we take an all-natural approach to wellness and nutrition. Our professional certified groomers were trained by the best in the Pacific Northwest. Our staff here at Earthwise Pet are all certified in pet nutrition. We are here to help you select the perfect food, supplement, and anything else you may need to make sure your pet is living its best and most healthy life. Earthwise Pet, Nutrition Center and Wellness Spa. Online or in the store, we are here for you.
So Eastmont has added to their lead now.
It's raining. It's raining.
It is a misty kind of rain out there for sure. Man. That wasn't in the forecast, by the way.
Okay, Mr. Weatherman.
Kevin Pope to kick it off for the Wildcats. And look at this kid's leg with the wind, and he puts it through the end zone. Wind is blowing just about straight north to south now here at the Apple Bowl. By the way, that drive for Eastmont, 6 plays, 85 yards, only took 2 minutes and 3 seconds off the clock. It was a 25-yard touchdown pass from Gale to Ruffins. The kick, point after try by Margot was good, and it's 24-0. 1:11 left to go, first half. Great to have you with us tonight for the Bridge of Sportsmanship game.
Looks like they've gone back to Dooley at quarterback.
The lefty.
Look out.
Gets away from one defender. Now he's in some trouble back at around the 5. Tried to get it to a Mezqua out in the flat. Threw it over his head. And that'll be 2nd down and 10.
Second pass of the night for Dooley. He's 0 for 2. Jackson Bishop 1 of 3 for 15 yards through the air. Not a lot of offense here for Wenatchee in this ball game so far.
And we really didn't expect a lot of passing in this game from Wenatchee. No. Not either side, really. In fact, Eastmont's thrown it a little bit more than I actually expected.
Same here.
2nd and 10 now, Panthers, as we wind down this first half. Dooley, the lefty under center. Jagla is a fullback. Handoff goes to the tailback of Mezqua. And his...
He just kind of stumbled on the turf.
He did. His forward progress just kind of knocked him down. A gain of about 2. Make it 3. That'll bring 3rd down and 7 up for the Panthers with 40 seconds left. Clock moving here in the first half. It has been all Wildcats here in this Bridge of Sportsmanship game so far. Scored on the very first play of the game on a kickoff. And really, Eric has really never looked back since.
Yeah, only pause in things was the injury to Scarmazzino in the first quarter.
Dooley, the snap, once again, gives it to a Mezqua, almost bobbled that, and then a nice hit on defense for the Wildcats. Coming up and making that play for Eastmont was Tony Lopez, the defensive lineman, a junior. And that'll bring down a 4th down now after a gain of 2 on that play. That'll do it, though. They're not even going to get off this 4th down play. And that does it for the first half here in the Bridge of Sportsmanship game at Lee Bofto Field at the Apple Bowl. Our score at half is Eastmont 24 and Wenatchee nothing. We'll take a 2-minute timeout and come back and look at halftime stats right after this.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you're calling on 35 plus years of experience in the Wenatchee Valley. Spending extra time in your home, you may have discovered an unwanted aroma. Stinky feet, pets, who knows what. Call Dick's today about installing their Train Clean Effects electronic air cleaner or a Rheem Halo ultraviolet air purifier. Either way, the air quality in your home will be improved. Proudly servicing all of North Central Washington, call 884-6444 today.
Make being home fun again. Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa has just what you need to bring fun back into your backyard. We have a wide selection of artesian spas and swim spas, new and used, to choose from. We are happy to announce we are now selling Rainbow Kids play structures with 50 models to choose from. To help finish off your entertainment area, we have patio furniture and Komodo Joe grills. At Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa, we have just what you need to bring family fun and entertainment to your backyard. Stop by today.
Building. It's in our blood. Building something out of nothing. It takes heart, grit, and hard work. At One Way Construction, our crew is our family. With decades of contracting experience and our in-house design team, we bring a unique perspective to building. We know that if we work together, we are capable of reaching heights that are impossible to reach alone. The possibilities are endless.
And we're back just in time for the Appalettes dance team out on the surface of Lee Bofto Field, entertaining our crowd here at halftime. Let's take a watch and a listen. And a nice job by the young ladies. Sorry we missed the front end of that performance. But, well, Grant, you mentioned it, all Eastmont here in this first half of play.
You know, I'm kind of surprised by the dominating way that Eastmont has done this. Although, they scored on their very first play of the game, an 85-yard kickoff return, and that kind of set the tone for this game. Eastmont has scored on 3 of their 4 possessions, and the one possession they didn't score on was a 16-play, 9-minute drive that ended in an interception. So they have been just dominant on both sides of the ball.
And I think it was Wenatchee's third play of the game was an interception by Schneider for Eastmont on a third down and long situation for the Panthers, and that gave them great field position. They ended up with a field goal out of that, and I mean, it was just off to the races for Eastmont here in that first half.
Wenatchee really couldn't get anything going on offense either. There were a couple of times they showed a little bit of life, but for the most part, it has been a stingy Eastmont defense.
One thing I wanted to mention here, we did have an injury and quite a timeout in that first quarter. Oliver Scarmazzino for Eastmont on a defensive play was injured in his lower left leg and was on the field for a long time. They brought the air splint out. They had Ballard Ambulance bring the stretcher out. They took him to nearby Central Washington Hospital. We don't have a report on his health, but I do want to point this out. We were in commercial break while this happened. They were able to get a backboard underneath Scarmazzino. They lifted him up onto the stretcher. At about that time, Obadiah Young for the Wenatchee Panthers turned to the Wenatchee cheering section in the stands below us here on the Pioneer side of the Apple Bowl and was asking and pleading everybody stand up and applaud.
Yeah.
And then meanwhile, he goes out to the gurney as it's going by through a lineup of Eastmont players. That was quite, you talk about sportsmanship and what this game is about. That was it right there.
And it's a great example. He's the captain of this team, and it shows the other players, the younger players, this is how you act when something like this happens. You have to have sportsmanship. Sportsmanship for sure, man. It was a great feeling. And just now when the Appalettes were performing, the Eastmont cheerleaders sitting amongst the Wenatchee cheerleaders, they were all clapping at the same time. These kids are all from the same valley, and everybody cares, put it that way.
And one thing that was interesting about the introductions when I was at practice yesterday to get all the starters to introduce themselves, Obadiah Young said, I'm Obadiah Young, number 3, defensive back, junior. He goes, oh, wait, I got to start over. I'm a senior. He goes, I wish I was a junior.
Oh, man.
I mean,
that happened to so many kids, though, didn't it?
Yeah.
It really did.
Yeah.
Just glad they're getting to play right now.
Right.
It's just so special for these kids.
And I know we're sliding kind of in a negative direction as far as COVID is concerned, and who knows where we're going to go as far as our phasing goes. But I certainly hope the spring season starts next week. I hope that they're able to get their season in, and even more so for these seniors. This is senior night for Wenatchee. They've got 11 seniors on the ball club. I hope that they and the rest of the seniors in North Central Washington have an actual graduation this year. That they can finish off what they started. That's been this giant, cruel game of red light, green light. Let's go, let's stop, let's go, let's stop. Let's hope that we can continue with their senior year and finish it up the way it should be.
And one thing we were talking about in the newsroom earlier today is how many players around North Central Washington and the state left the state and played last fall in maybe Idaho or Montana, as Camden Sermon did, who should be playing in this game right now for Wenatchee, and he ends up being the Montana Offensive Player of the Year in the state. So that would have been a big shot in the arm for the Panthers.
And it worked out for him because University of Montana offered him, but then they didn't have any room for him, so he ends up getting an offer to redshirt at the University of Washington next year. So everything worked out for him, and as a result of that, plus or minus whatever you want to say, Connor Dooley and Jackson Bishop getting a chance here to play some quarterback and work on the future for the Wenatchee program with these two youngsters playing quarterback.
Absolutely. It does them good, no doubt about it. We'll take another break, and we'll come back and look at those stats. Our halftime score, Eastmont 24, Wenatchee nothing, 2-minute timeout, and we're back here right after this.
The world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate, available in the GMC Sierra.
Highlander Golf Course is proud to announce their 2 new state-of-the-art full-swing golf simulators with over 80 courses of virtual golf to choose from year-round. Or try their Laser Shot simulated firearm program, or gaming with football, basketball, and much more. Enjoy Highlander food and drink service from their full-service bar and grill in the comfort of their simulator room. Call the Highlander Pro Shop to book your time at 884-4653. That's 884-4653.
Hi, I'm Shauna Larson. I'm the designated broker here at Laura Mounter Real Estate. We are a locally owned firm, and we've worked hard to earn our reputation of always doing business the right way. Laura Mounter Real Estate is continually investing in the best technologies and highest quality marketing. For these reasons, our community has voted us the world's best real estate office for the past 5 years. If you have real estate needs, let a Laura Mounter real estate agent show you the difference.
Come on, I'm a certified technician. I was trained to take good care of you.
9. I've only been to the dealer.
I've been coming here for years. These guys are great.
Look around. The BMW, the Jag, the Volvo, they're all waiting for regular service. Well, the BMW has a little computer issue, but that's nothing we can't handle. Come on in.
From regular maintenance to computer troubleshooting, trust the Global Car Care technicians with your import, diesel-powered, or domestic vehicle. Global Car Care. They speak your car's language.
Dankeschön.
Grant Olson and Eric Granstrom back at Liebofto Field at the Apple Bowl, the Bridge of Sportsmanship game, and our score at halftime is Eastmont 24 and Wenatchee nothing. As far as drives and scoring drives go, it was all Eastmont early on an 85-yard kickoff return by Chance Garcia. The point after try was good, and Eastmont led it early 7-0. And then Eastmont on their first possession of the ball game on an interception, a 20-yard interception return by Schneider to the Wenatchee 19, and Eastmont easily took it in from there. They went 3 plays, 9 yards, and a 30-yard field goal was good by Mago, and that made the score 10-0. The second possession in the first quarter for Eastmont, a nice drive, 3 plays, 36 yards, a 1:28 off the clock. It was a 9-yard touchdown run by Ruffins, and Eastmont with the point after led it 17-0. And then the end of the first quarter, the first of the second quarter, one of the best drives we have seen all season long. Eastmont had it 16 plays, 9 minutes, 7 seconds, went all the way down deep into Panther territory, and then ended in an interception. But the Wildcats made up for it late in the second quarter. They went 6 plays, 85 yards, 2 minutes and 3 seconds off the clock. Ruffins, a pass from Luke Gale, the quarterback, a 25-yard touchdown pass. The point after good by Mago, and that's where we stand right now with the score Eastmont 24 and Wenatchee nothing. We'll take another 2-minute timeout, come back, and Eric will wrap up stats, and we'll get you the third quarter here right after this.
Doghouse Motorsports just won Best Motorsports Store for the 7th year in a row. Is it the great facility? Is it the fantastic products? Or is it?
I'm Bobby.
And I'm Tabor. I'm Mike.
And I'm Glenn.
Hi, I'm Todd.
I'm Jeff.
And this is the Doghouse Service Team.
Hi, I'm Dee.
And I'm Dwayne.
And I'm Kathy.
Come on in and experience the Doghouse.
Are you in the doghouse?
Building. It's in our blood. Building something out of nothing. It takes heart, grit, and hard work. At One Way Construction, our crew is our family. With decades of contracting experience and our in-house design team, we bring a unique perspective to building. We know that if we work together, we are capable of reaching heights that are impossible to reach alone. The possibilities are endless.
Wenatchee Power Sports not only has a new owner, but an all-new attitude to match. Speaking of attitude, check out the 2021 models arriving now. Polaris snowmobiles, ATVs and side-by-sides. Yamaha motorcycles, watercraft ATVs and side-by-sides. KTM motorcycles and the latest edition Beta high-performance motorcycles. Coming this fall, a huge demo event featuring the latest and hottest off-road machines. It's all at the retuned Wenatchee Power Sports, where maximum performance is a way of life. 3031 GS Center Road in North Wenatchee, open Tuesday through Saturday.
If you're like me, you're already dreaming about the summer, enjoying it with friends and family in the backyard. Don't get discouraged with the chilly breeze of spring just yet. There is still work to be done, and the warmer temperatures are just around the corner. If you've been thinking about when to get your backyard ready for summer, come on down to Blue Lagoon, now scheduling pool openings. Ask us why we think you should open your pool sooner rather than later. Call today. Scheduling is filling up fast.
Welcome back once again to a little light rain falling here at Liebofto Field at the Apple Bowl, where the Wenatchee Panthers trail the Eastmont Wildcats by a score of 24-0 here at halftime, just about ready for the second half. Let's take a look at the numbers in that first half of play for the Panthers. 9 rushes total and 26 yards in that first half. Johnny Mezquan with 7 carries for 9. Anthony Martinez, 4 carries and 13 yards. Trey Jagla, 1 carry for 3. Obadiah Young, 1 carry for 1 yard in that first half of play. 9 total rushes for 26 yards in the first half. Meanwhile, Connor Dooley was 0 for 2 through the air with an interception. Jackson Bishop, 1 of 3 for 15 yards, and that one pass completion was to Sim Cass for that 15 yards. So 26 on the ground, 15 through the air, 41 total yards of offense for Wenatchee in that first half. The Panthers penalized 4 times for 35 yards. Meanwhile, for the Eastmont Wildcats, a lot better first half, but still not a lot of yardage, really. 100 on the ground on 5 carries, 42 yards for Gunnar Peterson. Corbin Keys, 3 carries, 10 yards. Austin Ruffins, 1 carry for 9 yards and a touchdown. Luke Gale with a carry for 2 yards. And Ivan Corona, 9 carries for 37 yards in that first half of play. So 100 yards on the ground for Eastmont. 79 through the air. Luke Gale, 4 of 7 in the first half for 79 yards. He did throw an interception and a touchdown of 7 yards. That touchdown was to Austin Ruffins. Also Esparza with a catch for 20 yards. Travato with a catch for 11 yards. So 29 yards through the air, and make that 79 yards through the air. Apologies for that. So 179 yards of total offense in that first half of play for the Eastmont Wildcats. They were also penalized 4 times for 40 yards. Those are your totals in that first half. Our coverage brought to you by Les Schwab Tires. Les Schwab takes your safety seriously every time you stop by. Back with a second half kickoff right after this 30-second timeout.
By working together as a community, we can all play a part in promoting children's well-being and strengthening families. April is National Child Abuse Prevention Month. Chelan Douglas CASA is dedicated to supporting families and reducing the risk of child abuse and neglect. Join us in our community-wide Pinwheel project and help keep kids safe. If you suspect a child is being abused or neglected, please call 1-866-363-4276.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you get 35 years of experience and customer service in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's friendly staff strongly believe in repairing before replacing and service all major brands of HVAC units. Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning is your local, independent, trained comfort specialists, proudly serving all of North Central Washington. Call 884-6444 today.
All right, we are back at the Apple Bowl for this Bridge of Sportsmanship game, where our halftime score is Eastmont 24, Wenatchee nothing. Quickly, Eric, what does Wenatchee need to do to get back into this? We'll let you give us a score first.
Yeah, we got a score from the Battle for the Bronze Shoe happening in Cashmere tonight. Chelan scored right before the half ended, 8-7. Cashmere up by 1 in the Battle for the Bronze Shoe. And by the way, they are playing for a league title. This is the Caribou Trail League title on the line tonight at Cashmere High School.
Wow. Okay. We kind of thought that might be a close game, didn't we?
So, Wenatchee, you asked the question.
Yes.
Jackson Bishop looked pretty good slinging that ball around in that first half. Why not? I mean, you're down 28-0 or 24-0. Why not roll the dice and let the youngster go?
You know, not much you can do on defense to stop this running game. So you got to do it on the offensive end and hope for some turnovers possibly to get back into this one. Cameron Pope set to kick off. Back deep for the Panthers, Johnny Amezcua. And once again, a booming kick by Pope into the end zone. Eric, you talked the last game. This kid might have a future in college kicking this football.
Well, and he's just a junior. I'm telling you what, we should see. I don't know if we will, but we should see Cameron Pope kicking in college.
I think we will too. Unbelievable. All right, the Panthers need to get something going on offense. Connor Dooley back out there at quarterback. Looks like he's got Trey Jagla back there as well.
And when's the last time you saw an I formation with the Wenatchee Panthers?
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
I did Panther football for 8 years and hardly ever saw that. Once again, a lot of playing time for Anthony Martinez tonight. He's the running back, gets the handoff, goes right side, bowls his way across the 20, almost to the 25. They'll give him the 25, gain of 5 on first down. Nice tough run by Martinez, who, by the way, has some size to him. 5'10", 180 pounds, only a sophomore. He's got some legs.
Well, and he looks athletic. He looks the part.
So a 2nd down and 5 for the Panthers. Ball at the 25-yard line.
And you got Trey Jagler playing the fullback right now. He was a center last year. He knows how to block.
He does, and he's built like a bowling ball, too. Can we say that?
Yes.
I guess that's a compliment, isn't it? All right, Dooley. Handoff. It's Martinez again. Nice gain this time over the middle of the field. Nice blocking up front by the Panthers. Max Prazer around the feet of Martinez to make the stop, and that'll be enough for a first down up to the 36-yard line.
And a 6 yards on that one. And Grant, you're going to have to check me on this. Other than a penalty, is that the first down for Wenatchee gained in this game? If there hadn't been very many, that's for sure.
It is. Other than a penalty, yeah, you're right. 1st and 10, Panthers just underway here, 3rd quarter. Panthers down 24-0. Dillard split out top of the screen. Handoff Martinez, and not much doing there either. As Logan Schneider once again makes the stop from his linebacker position.
Well, you know, Grant, sometimes you look at your playbook, and Scott Devereaux's had to take page after page and chapter after chapter out of the playbook this season, as it has, they completely changed things when they had J.J. Jelsing at quarterback. Just keep it simple, stupid.
Right.
Just go straight ahead.
That's
just walk the guy in front of you. I'm going to hand it to the tailback, and let's just make yardage.
Here it is, the I formation again with Jagla the fullback, Martinez the upback. Once again, nothing fancy about this, just right up the middle. First player there for the Wildcats. That's number 52, Tony Lopez, on the stop.
Tony did a good job of just holding his ground there. That pole was coming his way, and the block happened, but he just stood his ground and was able to foil the play.
Lopez a lot of playing time tonight. Didn't start out there, but has seen a lot of time for the Wildcats. 3rd down and 8 now for Wenatchee. Same formation. I formation in the backfield with Dillard split out towards the Eastmont sideline. Back to pass, Dooley, floater, dangerous pass.
He was looking for Sim Cass out in the flat. They had the screen pass set up there, but good job by Eastmont not only getting pressure on the quarterback, but also smelling that out in the flat. There was a defender right there.
Once again, a punt for the Panthers, as once again, nobody back for Eastmont to receive this punt. What do you suppose the thinking is behind that, Eric? Just to bring another rusher? But Young takes literally a half a step in punts. It's not like he takes
They obviously saw something in film where they thought, well, we did have nearly a punt block in Wenatchee's first punt of the night.
Young punting into the wind. Prazer almost got to it. It takes an Eastmont bounce, and the Wildcats are going to have great field position. I think it's going to be right about the 40-yard line. Not what the Panthers wanted here on Eastmont's first possession of the second half.
25-yard punt that time around. Our broadcast tonight brought to you by Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, providing heating and air conditioning services and installation since 1982, serving residential and commercial. They specialize in indoor air quality, installation, and service or repair.
The Wildcats scored on 3 of their 4 offensive possessions in that first half. Can they make it 4 of 5 now, their first possession of this second half? Freshman quarterback Luke Gale in there, and the freshman running back Gunnar Peterson behind him.
Wenatchee fans making a lot of noise here.
There's Corbin Keys with the handoff. Right side has a beautiful block, gets past the 50, and then runs right over Day Lujan, and is brought down at the Wenatchee 47-yard line.
Gain of 13 for Corbin Keys, and he did a great job of bellying on that play, Grant. He got that handoff and then bellied out, and that gave the line a chance to give him a little more push up front, and he's got 4 carries and 23 yards here in the ball game.
And Eric, that was all made possible by the big guard Tony Ortega, who got that clear-out block, the 6'3", 250-pound junior. 1st and 10 Wildcats, now back into Panther territory. Ruffins in motion, handoff straight up the middle. It's Gunnar Peterson, and a good job defensively that time by the Panthers as they weren't fooled at all. Trey Jagla, one of the first Wenatchee defenders there.
Jagla also help from Evan Burdan. We've mentioned him a lot here in the games that we've called for Wenatchee this season. They just stuffed it up right there at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
I think Burdan has really been the surprise Panther this season. The couple of games that we've seen him, he played well against Moses Lake as well. 2nd and 10 Wildcats. Ball still at the Wenatchee 47-yard line. Dylan Esparza split out. Gudmundsson now from one side of the line of scrimmage to the other. Also Ruffins in motion, and he's going to get the handoff with Gudmundsson ahead of him to block, and he's got room, and he's got speed too. The outside gets drug out at about the Panther 37-yard line.
Boy, that was well set up, Grant. They had a convoy of blockers out front. Gain of 11 yards for Ruffins, who comes up a little bit gimpy after the play. He'll head to the sideline.
He was hurt last week, didn't play against Ephrata.
St. John pushed him out of bounds.
But enough there for that first down. He's got that quick burst of speed that we saw earlier in the season when we did cover their game. And enough there for that first down as Trovato comes into the lineup now. Approaching 8 minutes left to go in this third quarter. And all Eastmont looking for more here in Panther territory at the 36-yard line. First down and 10. Corona in motion this time. It's the freshman Gunnar Peterson, and a nice tackle once again. Silas St. John, and he has played an outstanding football game too. About a yard gain on that play.
That is textbook linebacker play. Read the play, flow to the ball, stand the running back up in the hole, push him backwards. Perfect by Silas St. John.
Peterson may have had some running room if it wasn't for St. John there, two up the center of the field. So it brings up 2nd down and 8 now for Eastmont. At the Wenatchee 34. Corona this time in that slot back position. Running back Peterson. Boy, and he's barely behind Gale at quarterback. There's Corona in motion. He's going to get the handoff this time. Nice cut up the field. Silas St. John drags him down at about the 30, but not before he reaches about the 29-yard line.
Gain of 3.
That could have been a lot more if it wasn't for St. John there.
Boy, he ran right towards our cameras, too. And if you could freeze frame that, as he made that jump cut, he had both legs. He looked like a roadrunner almost there with his legs spinning in the air while he was going forward. I don't know how he made that jump cut, but he jumped forward about 2 yards.
3rd down and 4. Once again, a huge down for the Wenatchee defense. I think this is 4-down territory anyway, but the Panthers need a stop here. Peterson in the backfield. It's Ruffins in motion. Double reverse it behind the line of scrimmage. Panthers weren't fooled, but Keys almost got away from there. But once again, Silas St. John holds him to no gain. Another nice tackle.
This is Silas's defensive series for the Wenatchee Panthers. A great job of pursuing and not allowing Corbin Keys. We've seen that before where he looked like he was stopped and bounced it around the corner. Was held for no gain on that play.
And we've got Pope to try a long field goal now.
Oh, he's got the leg, that's for sure, and he's got the wind at his back here.
It's just about a 47-yarder. He does have the wind at his back, no doubt about that, and this kid can kick.
Low snap.
And I think that kind of threw Pope's timing off there a little bit too, and the kick is no good. 5:53 left to go here in this third quarter. And Eastmont leads at 24-0. The Panthers will touch the ball for the second time in this quarter coming up.
Our broadcast tonight on the NCWLIFE Channel brought to you by Save Mart. Shop smart, shop local, serving the Wenatchee Valley since 1962. Also by Earthwise Pet. If your pet had a choice, they'd choose Earthwise. And welcome aboard Stevens Home Group, your local expert real estate advisors. Find them on Facebook at Stevens Home Group.
Panthers with the football, and the handoff right away to a Mezqua on the right side. Nice tackle, I think, by Chang. We haven't mentioned him much tonight either, Eric.
Nathan with a couple of plays. Nice job of filling the gap on that one. Hold him for a gain of maybe a yard on the play, and that's it.
Boy, the Panthers have not begun a drive yet in Eastmont territory. In fact, the best field position Wenatchee has had has been at their own 38-yard line as they start this drive once again at their own 20. 2nd down and 9. Handoff. Amezcua left side this time and doesn't have much more success that way.
Got a flag down, Grant. This could be coming back against the offense on a hold here. It's in that defensive backfield where the umpire is watching the line play, and that's going to probably march Wenatchee backwards.
Praiser, another nice tackle on that play as Amezcua comes off a little slowly this time, and Martinez will come in for him.
Flag is at the, 24-yard line, so they'll mark it back 10 yards from there. So that is the 5th penalty and 45 yards now against the Panthers here in this game.
So instead of 2nd and 9, or looking at a 2nd and 19, the Panthers will, with 5:12 left to go, third quarter. Actually, it'll be a 2nd and 15. Ball is spotted back at the Panther 15-yard line. Once again, going to come out in an I formation, and once again, Bishop comes in at quarterback. Jackson Bishop, who we saw a little bit in that first half.
By the way, great work by our camera crew here tonight.
Done an outstanding job tonight.
Looks good.
Bishop back to pass under a lot of pressure. The ball gets tipped. Jagla makes the catch, though, at about the 19-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 4 when it looked like nothing there. Nice catch. That ball was deflected as Bishop went back to pass. And boy, Eastmont Eric is just getting all kinds of pressure up the middle of the field.
Yeah, anytime you roll them out, it's jailbreak time. The Eastmont defense sees that, and they're like, okay, let's meet at the quarterback.
That's right. Big Alex DeFore on that defensive line. Handoff this time quickly up the middle to the fullback, Jagla, who crosses the 20 and gets down to about the 21-yard line. About 3 yards on that carry.
And guess who? Max Praiser.
Made a lot of tackles tonight. 4th down for Wenatchee. Once again, Obadiah Young on to punt for the Panthers. Nobody back to receive.
Max Praiser's made a lot of tackles in his career.
Oh, boy, hasn't he? And he's moving on, too, isn't he? He's playing some college football.
Yep, Western Montana.
So Young against the wind. It's a spiral low ball, and the wind did pick up a little bit and grab that thing, but it is down to Amezcua at the 44-yard line. So another nice field position for the Eastmont Wildcats as we're getting down to the end of this third quarter now. 3 minutes, 43 seconds left to go, third period.
Our broadcast tonight brought to you in part by Pat Armstrong Ford Lincoln, home of the lifetime warranty. At Pat Armstrong Ford Lincoln, customer satisfaction is #1. Stop by today. Also by Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa. Great service with a personal touch. That's their commitment to you. Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa provides a different kind of full-service care that gives their clients peace of mind. Visit their showroom today.
Second time the Wildcats have touched the football here in the third quarter. Had missed field goal try on their last possession. Here's the handoff. Peterson gets bunched up and then still gets a couple yards. Feet still moving. The freshman, how about that? Almost fights his way to the 46. They're going to mark him at the 47-yard line.
Just patient.
9 yards on that carry. It looked like he should have had about 2.
Really patient, getting behind his offensive line. Good block up front. I think the right tackle there helped out a great deal. Tony Ortega, the 6'3", 250-pound junior, just got in front, and Peterson got right behind him, held on to his waistband, and made the move when he needed to.
Second down and about a yard for the Wildcats now at the Panther 47-yard line. Gale. Handoff goes to Keys. Nice block on St. John as he cuts it back up the field across the 30. Still on his feet. Finally gets drugged down at the 26-yard line after a 21-yard gain by Corbin Keys. Nice blocking around that left side.
44 yards rushing for Corbin Keys here tonight. And he had out in front of him, Braden Folkers was out there. Braden's looking for somebody to block, but then Keys went inside of him. Braden's like, hey, how about here along the sideline? Follow me over here.
It was a nice cutback, though. Got him another about 6-7 yards. So Eastmont in business once again here, already leading at 24-0. The ball on the Panther 27-yard line. Esparza splits out right side. Now Ruffins comes in motion. Quick handoff, and there's a hole up there the size of Texas, and there's Peterson. Barely got touched into the end zone. Touchdown, Eastmont.
27 yards on the touchdown run by Gunnar Peterson, and boy, he had to gun it, and the handoff barely got to him. Somebody up front for the defense shot the gap and nearly was right there in the middle of that handoff, Grant.
What a run by Peterson, though. Showed his speed right there. Once he got into that Panther secondary, it was end zone time for Peterson as Mago comes on once again for the point after try. 30-0 right now.
Fan of the Flintstones?
I love it.
Remember Fred as he's bowling the twinkle toes?
Oh, for sure.
That's what Peterson looks like almost. He's twinkle toe, twinkle toe, twinkle toe, and then
he really does. The point after try, by the way, is good, and with 2:10 left to go, third quarter, Eastmont 31, Wenatchee nothing. Back to the Apple Bowl in 30 seconds.
Sure glad we went to Les Schwab.
I'm glad the baby's still happy.
Well, I'm just glad that along with tires, Les Schwab also does brakes, alignment, and a bunch of other safety services. I mean, if we had gone to a cheap tire store instead, I'd be a doggone wreck.
My thoughts exactly.
During the Les Schwab Spring Tire Sale, save up to $200 when you bundle select tires, wheels, and brakes. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Quick drive once again for the Eastmont Wildcats. 3 plays, 44 yards, 2 minutes, 13 seconds off the clock, and a 27-yard Gunnar Peterson touchdown run, point after good, and we are at 31-0 as Pope kicks it off once again right into the end zone, and that sets Wenatchee back and once again at their own 20-yard line.
Broadcast tonight here on the NCWLIFE Channel, brought to you in part by Chelan Douglas Casa, court-appointed special advocates for children. Also by Highlander Golf Course and Grill. Enjoy your day at Highlander Golf Course. Reserve your next tee time or plan a party in one of their simulator rooms. Also, you don't need to be a member to dine in style. Highlander Golf Course and Grill.
So the Panthers touch the ball for the third time this quarter. Just have not been able to get anything going. 2 punts so far in this half. Handoff up the middle and some running room for Martinez. Gets about to the 25-yard line. Nice tackle that time by the Apollo Mora, who's in the game now for Eastmont.
9 carries and 30 yards for Martinez, and they have been hard-fought yards all the way.
They really have, and he's been really the bright spot in the Panther offense so far.
Jackson Bishop remaining at quarterback for Wenatchee.
Handoff, here's Martinez again, lowers that shoulder and does cross the 30, enough for a first down and placed down at the 32-yard line.
I think that's his longest carry of the night, 7 yards on that one for Martinez. And, you know, one thing you got to look at if you're the Wenatchee coaching staff is you're getting a lot of opportunities for these youngsters. Sophomore running the ball right now. It bodes well for the future.
It really does. There's a lot of young players on this field. Here's Martinez again. Has some room on the outside. Lowers his shoulder again. Breaks the tackle and manages to get across the 40 to the 41-yard line.
Apollo Mora came up to do what he thought was lay a lick, but it was the running back that laid a lick on number 1 for Eastmont and carries it for 9 yards on that one.
Another nice run by Martinez, and the Panthers moving the ball now as we are under a minute left to go here in this third quarter.
Suddenly 11 carries and 46 yards for Martinez on the night. Getting stronger as the night goes.
He really is. Bishop stays in at quarterback. Handoff again. Martinez straight up the middle. Tough yard and a half that time for Martinez. Max Prazer and a host of Wildcats in on that stop, and that will be enough for a first down, though. The Panthers move the chains once again.
Jesus Segovia leading the charge on that particular block to spring him for a couple of yards and get that first down. And we're seeing a little momentum here by Wenatchee in the second half. Obviously down on the scoreboard 31-0, but they're moving the ball anyway.
And I'll tell you what, Eric, you said it earlier. We have not mentioned Camden Lloydhammer's name all night on either side of the football, and that's really unusual. First and 10, Panthers. Handoff up the middle, and it's a fumble recovered and right into the hands, the waiting hands of Jesus Segovia. Right place at the right time for the Panthers to jump on that football, and it's actually a gain of about 5.
Martinez gets about 3 yards, and Segovia gets 2 yards on that carry.
And that'll do it for our third quarter, too. After 3 here at the Apple Bowl, the Bridge of Sportsmanship game. It's been all Wildcats. Eastmont 31 and Wenatchee nothing. Back here in 60 seconds.
Save Mart is the place to go if you are in the market for home furnishings. They have rows and rows of sofas, love seats, recliners, and chairs in a vast array of fabrics and colors. Name brands include Ashley, Best, and Stanton. With pictures, lamps, and tables to complement your new furniture, Save Mart is a one-stop shop. Save Mart offers 12-month special financing on approval of credit. Save Mart also offers free delivery, setup, and haul away in their service area. Serving the Wenatchee Valley for over 50 years. Located on North Wenatchee Avenue, or visit online at savemart.net.
By working together as a community, we can all play a part in promoting children's well-being and strengthening families. April is National Child Abuse Prevention Month. Chelan Douglas CASA is dedicated to supporting families and reducing the risk of child abuse and neglect. Join us in our community-wide pinwheel project and help keep kids safe. If you suspect a child is being abused or neglected, please call 1-866-363-4276.
Second down and 5 Panthers. The handoff goes to a Mezqua. He reaches, but did he get there? I think he did, or right at it. Boy, that is going to be awfully close at the Eastmont 46-yard line, and that is about where they had to get. Yes, first down Panthers. On that 5-yard gain, just what they needed.
9 carries, 15 yards for Johnny Mezqua here tonight, and they didn't list him as being somebody who's going to play a big factor in the offense, but he certainly has been here for Wenatchee.
First and 10 now, Wenatchee and Eastmont territory. Bishop stays at quarterback. We had movement on that offensive line, I believe.
We'll see who they call it against. Looked like the center move to me, but we'll see what the flag is.
I think left tackle Colby Hill may have jumped a little bit too there.
Yep. Against the offense.
5-yard penalty, bring up first down and 15 yards to go.
6 penalties and 50 yards against Wenatchee here in the ball game.
Eastmont territory has been a place Wenatchee really hasn't been much tonight. Now they're back in their own territory again. First down and 15. Bishop, handoff. Mezqua right behind his blocker. He's got speed to the outside. Gets pushed out by Chang, but not before a nice gain all the way down to the 35-yard line.
15-yard run there for Johnny Mezqua. Biggest play of the game so far for Wenatchee from scrimmage on the ground.
That's 7 plays on this drive, which is also the longest drive that the Panthers have had in this game.
Nice patience waiting for that block to develop.
It really was. Bishop, this time it's Martinez, going to stay on that right side, broke a tackle, almost broke it loose, but then gets drugged down at the 27-yard line. Another nice gain on first down, and they'll give him 8 on that carry. Bring up second down and 2.
Close to 8 yards.
Panthers, deepest they have been so far tonight in Eastmont territory. Ball is at the 27. Bishop under center with Jagla and Martinez behind him. They're going to keep trying Martinez over that right side. Gets drugged down inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. And that will be enough for an Eastmont first down on a gain of 3.
Hunter Moore latching on for dear life and bringing him down, but not before they're able to get the first down. 65 yards now on 15 carries for Anthony Martinez.
I like that right side right now with Vincent Bentley and Colby Hill over there. Bishop, the handoff again, and it's a Mezqua. Gets to the 20-yard line. Boy, those are tough 4 yards right there. as he is down once again by Nathan Chang from his linebacker position.
Broadcast tonight here brought to you by Doghouse Motorsports, now featuring a full line of on and off-road Husqvarna motorcycles. Also by Sangster Motors. The American Challenge is on at Sangster Motors, home of the all-new Yukon SUV.
Second down and 6. Ball spotted right at the 20-yard line, the Eastmont 20. Panthers looking for their first score of the night. I formation once again behind Bishop. Play action this time. Bishop had to get rid of it. The ball is tossed in the air and almost picked off. Number 33, a nice play. Tyler Kazin in on that stop for Eastmont.
Logan Schneider came on a blitz, corner blitz, and he belted the quarterback as he was getting rid of the football. Lucky that it wasn't picked off, and afterwards, little sportsmanship, Logan Schneider reaches out, picks him up off the ground, says, hey, let's play again.
And it helps when you have a 31-0 lead, right?
Yeah.
Here's Zabezqua. Started outside, cut back inside, made a nice run out of it before Chang tripped him up at the 15-yard line.
12th carry of the game for 37 yards now for Johnny Zabezqua.
The Panthers keep moving on this possession. 9:46 left to go, fourth quarter.
Well, they changed quarterbacks midstream here, Grant.
As Connor Dooley comes back in. Dillard splits out right side. Same formation, I formation in the backfield. Dooley hands it off to Martinez. Good blocking by the Panthers. Cuts it back upfield, breaks a tackle. Garcia just tried to knock him down. That didn't work. And Martinez gets all the way down inside the 5 to, I believe, the 3-yard line. That was a gain of about 17 there, Eric.
Great run around the right side. Good blocking again here for the Panthers.
Most impressive drive of the night by far for Wenatchee. Big hole that time. First and goal from the 4-yard line. Here's Martinez. Boy, he stuffed it about the 5. Schneider, one of the players there. Also,
Caleb Garcia.
Right.
Yep, he shot the gap and was able to get penetration in the backfield, wrap the ball carrier up around his legs, and didn't allow anything to happen on that one.
That'll be a loss of about 1 on that play as the clock continues to move. 31-0 Eastmont, but Wenatchee trying to get their first points of the ball game here. Second down and goal from the 5. Dooley. Play action this time, and he rolls out left. Boy, there isn't a player out there as Dooley keeps it, tries to cut back in, and then he's cut down at the 4-yard line. Max Prazer comes in at the end of that play.
Oh my.
And that's only a gain of 1 yard for Dooley on that scramble.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's lucky to be alive after that one, as Max Prazer had him just in his sights. Apollo Morrow was going to be sure and make the stop first, and they're going to be kind and put him back at the 4-yard line.
Prazer had a full head of steam that time too. Third and goal, Panthers. Connor Dooley stays in at quarterback. I formation once again. Handoff goes to Martinez, right side. He stood up again, I believe, at about the 2-yard line. Gain of 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Beautiful job by the linebacker on that side. Also the defensive back, Apollo Morrow, one of those to get there and just wrap him up and get some help from his teammates.
Boy, I'm not even sure it's 2 yards. It might be just 1.5 yards the Panthers need here, but this is 4th down. Panthers going to stick with that I formation. Jagla, the fullback, handoff to Martinez, right side, and he is not going to get there. Defensive play by the Wildcats, Hunter Moore, and that will stuff the Panthers at about the 5-yard line.
Well, you went to the well one too many times there, did the Panthers, and does not work this time around. Good penetration by the defense as they pin their ears back, and they want to keep that goose egg up on the scoreboard.
Panthers went 79 yards on that drive too, Eric, and it looks like I haven't counted about 13 plays on that possession and come up empty.
Our broadcast tonight brought to you by Wenatchee Power Sports, now featuring Polaris, Yamaha, KTM, and Beta sales, parts, and service. Also by August Edge Real Estate, your personal real estate agency with some full service offered at just a 2% listing fee.
Well, this is the biggest hole the Wildcats have started from the entire game. It'll be 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line. As Gale comes out once again on offense, the freshman quarterback, handoff up the middle. Protecting the ball is Corbin Keys, and he's got field. 20, 25, cuts it back up. 30, 35, uses that blocker of Corona. Gets past the 50, a stiff arm, and is finally drugged down at the Wenatchee 47-yard line.
41-yard line, actually.
41, I'm sorry.
56-yard run by Corbin Keys.
Boy, when your backs are against your goal line, and you just trust that big offensive line to do their job, and boy, did they do it. And that's a big gain for the Wildcats all the way into Panther territory at the 42-yard line.
And put Corbin Keys at the century mark here in the ball game.
So just like that, the Wildcats back in business on offense. Gale. Handoff this time, it's a quick one to Ruffins. Goes on the right side. He's got speed, cuts it back upfield. We may have a hold on Corona right at the line of scrimmage. Ruffins does pick up about 7, but I think it's coming back.
It's coming back. This will be the 5th penalty of the ball game against Eastmont for 50 yards now. Our broadcast is brought to you by Jeffers, Danielson, Son, and Aylward Attorneys, serving in the Wenatchee Valley with the finest professional services since 1946. Also by Laura Mountain Real Estate, rated world's best real estate firm for the Wenatchee Valley in 2020. By the way, Grant, I was just looking at my notes here. That goal line stand for Eastmont, if it stands, we have never had a shutout by Eastmont in the 53 or 52 games of this series so far.
No kidding.
Never has there been an Eastmont shutout.
I'll be darned. That's surprising. Well, they're showing some defense here tonight, and they have the ball 1st down and 20 at the 50-yard line. Actually, it's 1st down and about 18 for the Wildcats. Gale with Corona in motion, hands it off up the middle, and I think it's the freshman Peterson. Let's see. Jagla, one of the first Panthers in on that stop. It was Peterson. Gain of 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down and 15.
10 carries, 83 yards for Gunnar Peterson tonight. I mentioned Corbin Keys with 100 yards now. Ivan Corona, 10 carries and 41 yards. We talked about ground and pound. That's definitely what Eastmont has done this evening.
Absolutely. It done it well, that's for sure. 2nd and 15. Clock moving. We're under 6 minutes left to go in this one now. Eastmont in control, 31-0. Ruffins in motion. Handoff straight up the middle, though. It's Keys again. He does make the 45-yard line. A gain of 2. And a good stop by the Panthers defense that time. And on that play, big Vincent Bentley, the defensive lineman. Eastmont taking their time now, and why not, right, Eric?
Yeah.
Under 5.5 minutes.
Run this down.
This is probably also the only time ever that one team has beaten the other twice in a season. Or they ever played twice in a season.
They played twice in a season back in 2012 and 2013. Actually, Wenatchee won both meetings back in 2013.
Play action this time. Gale's going downfield. He has a receiver there. It's Esparza, 20, and gets drugged down by Lujan, finally inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
32-yard pass play. And how about the goal of Gale, the freshman, standing in the pocket with a defender beating down on him, dropped him to his wallet as he got rid of that football, and Dylan Esparza with a big catch.
It was a big catch. Pretty good coverage downfield, too, but a heck of a call, too, late in the game by Coach Don. And now the red zone again for the Eastmont Wildcats. The ball is at the Wenatchee 18-yard line. Eastmont looking for more here. 4:30 left to go, 4th quarter. There's some movement that time before the play even started.
I think Jagla came offside. Yeah, Jagla trying to anticipate the snap count, get in the backfield and cause some problems there. Maybe a turnover, and that's it's an okay gamble at that point.
Yeah, it is. So that'll put the ball inside the 15 now with the penalty and bring up 1st down and 5 for Eastmont at about the 13.5-yard line.
Our broadcast brought to you by One Way Construction. One Way is a premier custom home builder and general contractor in North Central Washington. One Way Construction, your project, your way.
Keys at running back on this 1st down and 5. Corona in the slot and split out wide. It looks like Esparza. Corona in motion, handoff right up the middle. It's Keys. Why not? Gets inside the 10, and that will be fairly close to another Eastmont first down. I think they'll be about a yard short.
Tripped up by number 30, Trey Jagla of the Panthers.
That'll bring up 2nd down and 1.
Gain of 4, 2nd down and 1, Eastmont.
So Eastmont looking for more points here at the end of this Bridge of Sportsmanship matchup. Great to have everybody along tonight, and even better to see a crowd here tonight. We've talked about that, looking across the way, and just seeing people is pretty nice, isn't it?
Well, we're all hopeful that things by next fall. You mentioned 2 football seasons in 2021. By the fall of 2021, we hope we can fill the stands in this Bridge of Sportsmanship.
2nd and 1, Wildcats. Nothing fancy. It's Keys up the middle, taking Panthers with him. And as he stopped, he's inside the 5. Plenty of yardage for a first down.
6 yards on that carry for Corbin Keys here in the ball game.
Spot him, Eric, at about the 3-yard line. So first down and goal from the 3 for the Wildcats.
Egan Heron combining on the stop for the Panthers.
Done a lot of Eastmont Wenatchee games, Eric, but this is definitely one of the most dominating Eastmont performances I have ever seen.
Yeah, by far and away.
Corona in the slot, Keys in the backfield. Travato now in a split wide out to the right side. Corona in motion. Once again, Keys up the middle. Not going to get much this time as he has stood up and stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Vincent Bentley getting a chance to play on the defensive side on the line here in a short yardage situation. Did a good job of latching on and not allowing him to get across the goal line.
You run into him, you're not going to move too far, Eric.
No,
that's for sure.
That is the truth.
Eastmont just letting this clock roll. 2:39.
You talked, Grant, about Eastmont wins. When Eastmont wins this game, the average margin of victory is 8 points.
Interesting.
Over 53 years.
Wow.
So yeah, it's been close if Eastmont wins, not so much if Wenatchee wins.
Right. Handoff, same play. It's Keys up the middle. Looks like he may have gotten in, or did he? Right at the goal line. No, there's the signal, and it is touchdown Eastmont. 2-yard touchdown run. Corbin Keys, who has pretty much been the player of the game for Eastmont, I think, in this game.
12th carry for 115 yards as he hits pay dirt. His first touchdown of the night for Corbin Keys.
So Eastmont up 37-0 now with Oscar Mago on for the point after try. Hold is good. It's down. The kick is right through the middle, and it's good. 2:10 left to go, fourth quarter. It has been all Wildcats. Eastmont 38, Wenatchee nothing. Back with more football from the Apple Bowl in 30 seconds.
Doghouse Motorsports just won Best Motorsports Store for the 7th year in a row. Is it the great facility? Is it the fantastic products? Or is it?
I'm Bobby.
And I'm Tabor. I'm Mike.
And I'm Glenn.
Hi, I'm Todd.
I'm Jeff.
And this is the Doghouse Service Team.
Hi, I'm Dee.
And I'm Dwayne.
And I'm Kathy.
Come on in and experience the Doghouse.
Are you in the doghouse?
Well, back here at the Apple Bowl, and Eastmont in charge of the Bridge of Sportsmanship, 38-0. Cashmere has scored a minute 17 left in the third quarter. They now lead Cascade 15-7 in the battle for the bronze shoe.
8 plays, 97 yards for the Wildcats on that scoring drive. 5 minutes off the clock. 2-yard touchdown run by Corbin Keys. Mago with the point after. And that's where we stand now. 38-0 Eastmont. Pope, the kickoff. It's a squib kick. Rolling down, it looks like a Mezca will pick it up at about the 17-yard line. Not too many blockers in front of him, and then gets tripped up across the 25 and down at the 26-yard line.
Returns the ball just outside of the 35-yard line.
Grant, we're talking about Eastmont's 4 wins in a row in the series over Wenatchee. The point differential in those last 4 games, 2, 1, 2, and 3. the game earlier this season.
That is very amazing.
Well, and you go back to 2016, last time Wenatchee won this game, that was by 3 points.
Right.
So odd to have a blowout.
Bishop going to put it up, sideline pass to Dillard, and it goes incomplete at about the 45-yard line. That stops the clock with exactly 2 minutes now left to go in this one.
Broadcast tonight brought to you by Global Car Care. Your vehicle is their number one priority. Diesels and European cars are their specialty. Pickup and drop-off available. Stop by their website, globalcarcare.net. Also by Les Schwab Tires. Les Schwab takes your safety seriously every time you stop by.
All right, as we wind down this is the 2020 version of the Bridge of Sportsmanship game. 2021, let's do it that way. Yeah. Nice room for a Mezqua this time on the handoff, and then runs head on to Chang at about the 36-yard line.
I'll tell you what, pound for pound, Nathan Chang is one of the hardest hitters that I've ever seen in all the years I've been covering football. He's 5'6" and 140 pounds.
And a linebacker.
But
like he told you, Eric, in your last interview with him, I'm a wrestler.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. First and 10 now, Wenatchee. Here's Bishop going to put it up way over the head, and it's picked off, stayed in bounds, but then his knee went down at the 28-yard line.
Tyler Kazin with the interception.
So that'll do it for this one. I'm sure Eastmont will just be happy with running this clock out now with 1:32 left to go. Second interception of the ball game tonight for Wenatchee.
Almost anticlimactic, really.
It is, really is.
Our broadcast brought to you by Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, providing heating and air conditioning service and installation since 1982. Serving residential and commercial, they specialize in indoor air quality. Also by Save Mart. Shop smart, shop local, serving the Wenatchee Valley since 1962. Earthwise Pets. If your pet had a choice, they'd choose Earthwise. And welcome aboard Stevens Home Group, your local expert real estate advisors. Find them on Facebook at Stevens Home Group.
Great to have them on board.
Yes, thank you very much for being a part of this. We're going to have a little time off. A week from tomorrow, we could jump into spring sports with high school soccer as boys get underway with the spring sports. Moses Lake and Wenatchee boys a week from tomorrow. And then on Tuesday, April 13th, it's Eastmont and Wenatchee boys soccer. And then a few Saturdays away, April 17th, our first race of the season, Wenatchee Valley's Super Oval.
With fans there, we're hoping, too.
Yes.
Well,
yeah.
April 12th is really our
We're hedging things here on where we're going with the numbers.
It looks like a victory formation here for the Eastmont Wildcats.
And guess who's taking the snaps once again?
This happened last week, didn't it, against Ephrata? Max Prazer in there. He'll take a knee.
I think we're going to talk to Max on the postgame show.
He played a heck of a game on defense.
2 shutouts in a row.
And I think Corbin Keys on offense was the star, too, don't you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, gosh, all the running backs did so well for Eastmont tonight. The freshman Peterson played well. Also, Ruffins, when he touched the ball, good. Really good ground attack for Eastmont. Clock moving, 1:07 now. Second down and 12 as Eastmont will try and take as much time off this play clock as they can. Now we're under a minute with 12 seconds on the play clock. Prazer stays in at quarterback to take the knee. Backs up a couple of yards and does take that knee. The clock continues to move. Now 44 seconds left to go. Gosh, you almost wish, Eric, that Eastmont could have played a few more games this year, don't you? They seem to be getting better as they're moving along here. I'd like to see them play maybe Davis or Ike or somebody like that. Obviously not going to happen, but this has been a nice shortened season for the Wildcats. Prazer takes another knee, and that will do it here at Lee Bofto Field at the Apple Bowl as the clock shows 20 seconds. The players out congratulating each other. Some hugs out there. As we mentioned, all these guys know each other. They grew up in the same valley, and that will do it for this one. Our final score from Lee Bofto Field at the Apple Bowl, the Bridge of Sportsmanship game, and it was all Eastmont tonight. The Wildcats 38 and the Wenatchee Panthers nothing. Our post-game show begins in 2 minutes. Keep it right here.
Hi, I'm Shauna Larson. I'm the designated broker here at Laura Mounter Real Estate. We are a locally owned firm, and we've worked hard to earn our reputation of always doing business the right way. Laura Mounter Real Estate is continually investing in the best technologies and highest quality marketing. For these reasons, our community has voted us the world's best real estate office for the past 5 years. If you have real estate needs, let a Laura Mounter Real Estate agent show you the difference.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you get 35 years of experience and customer service in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's friendly staff strongly believe in repairing before replacing and service all major brands of HVAC units. Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning is your local, independent, trained comfort specialists, proudly serving all of North Central Washington. Call 884-6444 today.
By working together as a community, we can all play a part in promoting children's well-being and strengthening families. April is National Child Abuse Prevention Month. Chelanne Douglas CASA is dedicated to supporting families and reducing the risk of child abuse and neglect. Join us in our community-wide Pinwheel project and help keep kids safe. If you suspect a child is being abused or neglected, please call 1-866-363-4276.
Building. It's in our blood. Building something out of nothing. It takes heart, grit, and hard work. At One Way Construction, our crew is our family. With decades of contracting experience and our in-house design team, we bring a unique perspective to building. We know that if we work together, we are capable of reaching heights that are impossible to reach alone. The possibilities are endless.
Grant Olson back with you at Lee Bofto Field at the Apple Bowl, where the Eastmont Wildcats, impressive fashion, defeat the Wenatchee Panthers by a final of 38-0 here at the Apple Bowl in this shortened version of the Bridge of Sportsmanship game, a shortened version of the season, that is. But boy, it was all Eastmont tonight, and they started off very hot tonight. The Eastmont Wildcats, with the opening kickoff, go 85 yards. Chance Garcia on a kickoff return. The kick was good, and early on, the Eastmont Wildcats led it 7-0. On their first offensive possession, the Eastmont Wildcats go 3 plays, 9 yards, and a 30-yard field goal by Ivan Mago, and the Eastmont leads it 10-0 at that point. And then at the end of the first quarter, maybe the most impressive drive of the night, and it ended in no points. Eastmont went 16 plays and kept the ball 9 minutes and ended up throwing an interception down at the goal line. And the Panthers did get the ball back, but nothing on that possession. And then in the second quarter, late, Eastmont again, 6 plays, 85 yards, took 2 minutes and 3 seconds off the clock, a touchdown, and then led it 24-0. And that's where we stood at the halftime break. And then as Eastmont got the ball in the third quarter, they went down the field 47 yards, tried a field goal. That was no good. But then on the next possession, the Wildcats go 3 plays, 44 yards, took 2 minutes, 13 seconds off the clock, and then scored a touchdown on a 27-yard Gunnar Peterson run. The PAT good, and Eastmont led it at that point 31-0. In the fourth quarter, another nice drive for the Wildcats. 8 plays, 97 yards, 5 minutes off the clock. A Corbin Keys run, 2 yards. The PAT good, and Eastmont at that point led it 38-0, and that is where we ended up in this ball game. We'll take another 2-minute timeout, and we'll come back and take a look at individual stats as we continue on from the Apple Bowl right after this.
The world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate, available in the GMC Sierra.
All right, we're back. Apple Bowl. Let me quickly go through a couple of stats. Eric Granstrom down on the field with the players of the game and Coach Don. But final yardage totals for the Wenatchee Panthers: 139 rushing yards, 18 passing yards for a total of 157. Meanwhile, the Eastmont Wildcats had 261 yards rushing, led by Corbin Keys with 12 rushes, 115 yards, and a touchdown. Also through the air, the Wildcats 116 yards for a total of 377 yards in this ball game. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout, and we'll go down to Eric Granstrom on the field right after this.
Highlander Golf Course is proud to announce their 2 new state-of-the-art full-swing golf simulators with over 80 courses of virtual golf to choose from year-round. Or try their Laser Shot simulated firearm program, or gaming with football, basketball, and much more. Enjoy Highlander food and drink service from their full-service bar and grill in the comfort of their simulator room. Call the Highlander Pro Shop to book your time at 884-4653. That's 884-4653.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you get 35 years of experience and customer service in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's friendly staff strongly believe in repairing before replacing and service all major brands of HVAC units. Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning is your local, independent, trained comfort specialists, proudly serving all of North Central Washington. Call 884-6444 today.
Save Mart is the place to go if you are in the market for home furnishings. They have rows and rows of sofas, love seats, recliners, and chairs, and a vast array of fabrics and colors. Name brands include Ashley, Best, and Stanton. With pictures, lamps, and tables to complement your new furniture, Save Mart is a one-stop shop. Save Mart offers 12-month special financing on approval of credit. Save Mart also offers free delivery, setup, and haul away in their service area. Serving the Wenatchee Valley for over 50 years. Located on North Wenatchee Avenue, or visit online at savemart.net.
Well, the Eastmont Wildcats have kept the Bridge of Sportsmanship trophy. Nicely timed. Wonderful, Apollo Moore. He brings in the trophy, and it stays in the Eastmont trophy cabinet. We've got the big uglies here. You know, I'm a former offensive lineman, so I gotta talk to the big uglies. Let's let them introduce themselves here real quick as they knock off Wenatchee with a shutout. The first time Eastmont has shut out Wenatchee in this entire series. All right, introduce yourself.
Jonathan Corona, center. Braden Texas Folkers, guard.
Texas, like that.
Andrew Swan, left tackle.
Gael Gonzalez, offensive tackle.
Tony Ortega, offensive guard.
Well, let's talk about this one, guys. I know you like to ground and pound. You were able to get your running game going tonight. Corbin Keys we had for 118 yards. I think he had 260 yards on the ground. Well, how's that sound to you guys?
Sounds amazing, and I know that's what we do all year. We block for our running backs, and that's our life here.
Let's talk about what this means for a senior to keep that trophy that you're holding in your hands at Eastmont shelf.
It means a lot to us, but also to the ones before us. We're doing that for them as well.
Yeah.
You know, it's a big thing to keep that going. Yeah, it's huge.
5 wins in a row in the series. Gentlemen, talk about the start of this one. You never know how it's going to go. I mean, you guys played earlier this season. It was just a 3-point ball game, but that kickoff return kind of set the tone, didn't it?
Yeah, it set the tone for everybody. Got the crowd going. That's how we roll.
Now, one question we have, of course, is Oliver Scarmazzino went down. Looked like it was not a great situation. Has anybody heard anything, or is he okay, or just getting checked out in the hospital? Have you heard anything?
I was hearing it was something with his knee or his ankle, any of those. It looked pretty serious. The medical staff, they were looking at it, and they said it was looking pretty serious. So hopefully he can recover and be back next season stronger.
Now, one thing we had that happened, we were in a commercial break when they wheeled him off the field, but you guys all lined up. I mean, talk about that when a brother goes down.
Oh, it was tough. You know, I'm actually really good friends with Oliver, and it was tough seeing him walk out like that. Yeah.
Well, buzzer.
Well, and we wish him the best of luck, of course. Gentlemen, congratulations on just dominating fashion here tonight all the way around. And, they call this the Bridge of Sportsmanship for a reason. And I saw a lot of sportsmanship out there today, too. You guys were helping each other up. Didn't matter what color jersey you had on. You should carry your heads very high after the performance tonight, both on and off the field. Congratulations. Eastmont knocks off Wenatchee with a Bridge of Sportsmanship. We'll come back with a guy that got it all started with an 85-yard touchdown return on the opening kickoff. We'll do that next on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Come on, I'm a certified technician. I was trained to take good care of you.
9. I've only been to the dealer.
I've been coming here for years. These guys are great.
Look around. The BMW, the Jag, the Volvo, they're all waiting for regular service. Well, the BMW has a little computer issue, but that's nothing we can't handle. Come on in.
From regular maintenance to computer troubleshooting, trust the Global Car Care technicians with your import, diesel-powered, or domestic vehicle. Global Car Care. They speak your car's language.
Dankeschön.
At Earthwise Pet, we take an all-natural approach to wellness and nutrition. Our professional certified groomers were trained by the best in the Pacific Northwest. Our staff here at Earthwise Pet are all certified in pet nutrition. We are here to help you select the perfect food, supplement, and anything else you may need to make sure your pet is living its best and most healthy life. Earthwise Pet, Nutrition Center and Wellness Spa. Online or in the store, we are here for you.
Building. It's in our blood. Building something out of nothing. It takes heart, grit, and hard work. At One Way Construction, our crew is our family. With decades of contracting experience and our in-house design team, we bring a unique perspective to building. We know that if we work together, we are capable of reaching heights that are impossible to reach alone. The possibilities are endless. $38-0. The final here as Eastmont contains the Bridge of Sportsmanship trophy for yet another year in the trophy cabinet at Eastmont High School. Chance Garcia joining us now. How does it feel to hang on to that trophy?
You know, this is what we worked for all year, and I couldn't be more proud of my teammates and my friends, and couldn't end the season my senior year on a better note. Always love having this back at our high school. It's a good trophy to look at. So everyone played hard, everyone gave their all, and yeah.
We mentioned, short season, only 5 weeks, 5 games, but at least you guys had this to play for at the end. And we were saying, it means something, doesn't it?
It means a lot. I mean, we didn't have our full 10 games. We don't have playoffs, but just to be on that side of the river and hold this at the end of a game, that means everything to all of us here. That's just what this town and all of us live for, and everyone on Eastmont side. So it means a lot.
So the game starts with a kickoff, innocently enough, and comes down to this guy at the 15-yard line, and suddenly you find a big opening. Take us through that kickoff return.
So at weight room, I have weight training third period, and me and Coach Don, we stayed after, and he was breaking down the kickoff return thing to him, and I had told him, I said, I'm coming out, and I said, first ball I get, I'm taking it to the house. So I just used my speed, got around, and saw that big hole, and just right there I knew I was gone and just going off for the races. So
that really set the tone, and I think that if there was any doubt about you guys keeping this trophy, that settled that down right there.
Yeah, I think that was definitely a good start. That brought our energy off, obviously, right away to the game, and we just kept that energy all the way through the game. We didn't get too high, we didn't get too low. We kept that medium, we kept our heads, and played like we were supposed to.
Well, and then 2 plays later, Wenatchee gets the ball, and you make the first hit, a tackle for a loss.
Yeah.
I mean, talk about setting a tone, young man.
Yeah, that's just part of the film. We had seen that same formation, and right as I saw it, I just went in and filled. So, yeah.
Congratulations on the win, Chance.
Thank you.
You bet. Chance Garcia joining us here on the postgame show. We'll come back, talk to Michael Don about this one right after this here on the NCWLIFE Channel. Don't go away.
JDSA Law is a proud sponsor of these local sports broadcasts. They've been serving North Central and Eastern Washington since 1946. For over 70 years, their team of dedicated professionals has delivered quality, innovative legal services. JDSA Law partners with you to provide the finest legal advice and support as you navigate your personal and business challenges, risks, and accomplishments. At JDSA Law, they salute our local athletes and wish them well on another excellent season of competition.
One more time around here at Lee-Bofto Field of the Apple Bowl, and this guy, I don't know what the recipe is. Well, tonight it was great defense, it was special teams play, it was running the ball. Michael Don, you've been at Eastmont now for 6 years, and you seem to have the recipe on winning that trophy and beating this team. What is the secret?
Great kids. Our kids work so hard. All we did is said, when we came in, we said it's all about your work ethic, and what you're willing to put in is what you'll get out. And I preach it over and over, is when I'm long gone, this is still Eastmont, and the legacy they leave is what they build. As coaches, all we do is we give them a plan, we give them a roadmap, and it's up to them to follow it. And they've done an amazing job. I'm so proud of them. They work in the off season with or without us, and they're already setting up plans, and they're ready to get back in the weight room starting right after spring break and getting after it, and we're excited.
Never been a shutout for Eastmont in this series. Now 53 times the teams have met. Let's talk about that drive for Wenatchee, goal line stand for you guys. Did the team know that there's never been a goose egg on the board for Wenatchee when they met with you guys?
We did. I've always been curious, and I'm kind of a history nut when it comes to sports in general. And I was just looking through the history of the game and going through different articles and trying to find information. And I saw that, there's an old article in the World about how Wenatchee had, shut out Eastmont a couple times, and Eastmont had never, 12 I think it was, and Eastmont had never shut them out. And, we challenged our defense to come in and try to put up a goose egg. We're just super excited about what they did, and that goal line stand meant a lot to that group. That was something that they wanted to accomplish as a unit, and they did, and they helped us get a W tonight.
Nathan Chang, Max Prazer, Hunter Moore. I mean, it took a whole team effort. I mean, pitching 2 shutouts back-to-back weeks, that's not easy. It doesn't matter who you play.
Nope, doesn't matter who you play. It's not easy. That's a physical football team. They lined up and played smash mouth football, and they got some really good football players. And, they scrapped together, and I thought, they still played really hard. But I was super proud of our kids to always rising to the occasion tonight. They didn't let up. They finished, and I thought we played well offensively, defensively, and on special teams.
Well, congratulations on the win. 38-0 the final as Eastmont shuts out Wenatchee and holds on to the Bridge of Sportsmanship trophy here for 2021. That's going to wrap it up for our broadcast. On behalf of Dan Koontz, our line producer, Tucker Wagner in the van, Marion Granstrom behind camera 2. We had Rachel Mandelis up in the stands along with Matthew Baxter, Levi Day. Back at the studios, Malcolm Whitehall, and of course Grant Olson. I'm Eric Granstrom. Thanks for joining us for high school football. Weird to have it in the spring, but here we go. That's going to wrap it up here from Lee-Bofto Field at the Apple Bowl, where Eastmont takes care of business, beats Wenatchee 38-0. Have a good night, everybody. Counterplay inside, picking his way back to the 10, to the 5.
Thanks for watching High School Sports on your home for local high school sports, the NCWLIFE Channel. Today's broadcast was brought to you by August Edge Real Estate, Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa, Confluence Health, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Doghouse Motorsports, Global Car Care, the Highlander Golf Course and Grill, JDSA Law, Laura Mounter Real Estate, Les Schwab Tires, One Way Construction, Pat Armstrong Ford Lincoln, Save Mart, Sangster Motors, Wenatchee Power Sports, Earthwise Pet, and Chelan Douglas Casa. Stay with us all year long for high school sports on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE Channel. We now return to regular programming already in progress.